blast off. What's up, guys? Welcome to the pod. Choo, that's a nice crack.
Crack.
Thank you.
Brewski.
Cold one
Kind
with
of
the
what
boys.
I was waiting to pop it.
What's up, guys?
Stop
It's
it,
your boy
lock it.
Satros, and today I'm joined by G-Bombs, Phoenix, and Rogers, and we're gonna shoot the shit. Crack open some...
Some PBRs, you know.
Oh, I thought you were eating a king crab leg.
Imagine that's the
Yeah.
same.
They just cracking open a leg.
Yeah, I just have a bucket of crab legs. in front of me. I'm ready for the podcast.
We're cracking open some boys with the cold ones.
Hell yeah.
Anyways, what were we talking about? Podcast with intense music the whole time?
Suspenseful.
Yeah,
music.
put suspenseful music in the background. Let's put it in the music channel.
And it's just like Phoenix talking about some girl who works at his office.
Gossip. Yeah. With suspenseful music in the back. Shit, where's this going?
So, yeah, anyways, she keeps calling in sick.
Pretty much.
Trailer.
Yeah, and I'm really sick of it. And then she got promoted. Now she's not in my department.
Now
I'm
she's
like,
your boss.
Imagine. That'd be good though,
Dude,
because
companies are weird like that sometimes, though. You have these
imagine
like
having a
really
boss.
incompetent people like go up in the company, and it's like, how?
that's exactly what happened. Like she's like buddies with one of the higher ups, and so they're like, yeah, she's
Okay,
great.
but did they know that you wore the Mr. Kilowatt suit?
When you
Yeah,
say
did they know that was you?
they, who is they?
Just your bosses. Just be like, yo.
Yeah, no,
You
my
should-
supervisor.
You show them a pic.
What I'm saying is you should start
No.
wearing your mascot suit to work so they're like, this guy is straight for management. Promote him to the top.
He's got promotion material.
He has so
all
much-
over- Yeah,
He has so much company spirit.
that's so true.
Yes, pizzazz.
Ugh.
But that would actually be a fucking
Company
Galaxy
spirit
brain
sounds like a
strategy.
cursed
yeah.
The
That would be
company
insane.
spirit.
I became a boss from cosplaying.
That'd be like modern day office space where it's just even more cursed. Just like the only way to move up is to wear this stupid costume.
God. We're a family.
Family of cosplayers.
Yeah, we're a family, which is why we expect the women to do all the household chores while we hang out and
At
watch.
the office.
Yeah, at the office, and earn less money for it.
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
Office jobs. am I right?
any like if people who say that a company is like a family is as cursed as people who are like the government should be run like a business. It's like the same
That's
level.
true. That's actually so true.
I think the government should be run like a family.
Just
just go all the way.
Start cosplaying as Dom, fucking Fast and the Furious.
Oh, God,
family.
I would elect
Vin Diesel.
Vin Diesel in his character Dominic Toretto to be
I'd
our
like to
president.
hear-
Like he'd have to stay in character the full 4 years.
I think you could do it.
I like to
Yeah.
hear Vin Diesel like
I
give
mean-
a speech. You have like no idea what the fuck he's
I mean,
saying.
it's barely acting. So-
I
He's
can't
just
get
like,
my voice on to do a good Vin Diesel imitation. It's too low.
He's just like
his voice is getting
Take
like
his press conferences.
his voice is getting. Dude, can you imagine him at like the G5 summit or whatever G7, whatever it is?
And he just has those like shark puppets. Have you ever seen that
No.
video
What?
where he's playing with shark puppets?
No.
Wait, can you show this? Can you show this in the?
I can try. Yeah.
Okay,
Here,
wait.
send me. Put it
Just
in.
has
Put in the Ready Up channel.
All right, check this shit out. You guys has never seen this?
No.
Hold on, let me see
All
this.
right. He's like young in this video.
Oh. He's also like a D&D nerd, so it doesn't completely surprise me.
This
Yeah.
is Boomer.
Okay, hold
This
on,
is Boomer.
94? This is sick.
let me
Oh, he's
find
playing with
this.
Street Sharks.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
sick.
Trolls. Sick.
Let's try this out.
Is this a commercial? Like,
Yeah. Oh,
I had that one. I have Sledge.
You still have it though.
No.
Rip.
Yeah, it was like a little shark necklace and a leather vest.
Okay, browser.
What is this setting?
Yeah, I don't know what the.
Hold on.
Is that a fucking?
This is so good.
This
How
is
have I never
actually-
seen this?
Yeah.
It's like Bizarro World TV.
Did it work? Can't tell. Wait, is this
Oh
it?
my god.
The fuck is? Wait. Oh shit. What did I just do? What are these?
No
noises?
way.
Yeah, hold on. I need
The
to.
end is unbelievable.
Let me.
There's like footage of him running like somewhere on the internet of him like playing D&D, I think.
Yeah, that's what I was
Or not-
saying.
not
He's like
D&D.
a D&D
WoW.
nerd.
Well,
Okay.
no, there's footage of him playing WoW somewhere like on the
Wait. Wow. Oh wow.
yeah.
Oh
World of
wow.
Warcraft.
Oh wow! Oh wow!
Okay. Let's see. Let's see this.
Pull it up for the viewers.
Jamie, pull that up.
What are we looking at here?
We're looking at Boomer. This is
Boomer.
Boomer. He's got the biggest
A
mouth
Fast
of them
and
all.
Furious
He's the whale
performance? What?
shark. Say
What?
hello to that round.
Hold on, did you guys
pound
see
of
that?
Wait,
pound.
so it's like
Yeah, I didn't
How
notice
is
that.
Hold on, ready? Look at this, ready?
What are we looking at here?
Is that
We're
just
looking
like
It says,
Boomer.
ready, look,
coincidence?
This
a
is
Fast
Boomer.
and Furious
He's got
performance.
the biggest mouth of them all. He's
There's
the whale
no
shark.
way.
I think, I
Say
don't,
hello
this
to
guy
that
might have
round
edited
mound
that.
of
Yeah, the
pound
video's
Yeah.
uploaded
and
in
his power slam.
2000.
Very deadly.
Yeah, the TV Days person.
He loves
has
to
it. Okay.
tenderize the
I was gonna say.
competition before he eats him. Then we've got Sledge, the hammerhead.
Sick.
I don't know if he's
Sledge
trying to
the
be cool
hammerhead
towards
loves to
children or if he's
floor
just
the
like
competition
they're just like, oh, play with the
blind
toys.
I think they're just sick, dude.
That's the
got me?
toys while
He's the leader of the street.
You gotta
sharks.
remember in the
He's a
90s.
great warrior.
So in the
He's got
90s.
feels
Okay,
real
I'm gonna get
shark
my
skin.
fucking
There's like no
And-
music in the background of this.
His
I
special
fucking
power is
I'm
the
gonna get into my, like,
right-hand
media,
roundhouse punch. He sends the competition
Here,
to
wait,
a
just wait
watery
till the
grave.
Yeah, wait till the end.
Boom!
It gets better.
Death. Tell you, I want to show you something up close and personal. I've got something here with such fantastic
All right,
details
now you're
it'll
ready
blow
for the-
you
Do you
away.
say Vintastic?
Hedgehog?
Check this shit out.
Sick.
Good chase. Rocky Balboa action. Do, 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 do.
He seems like he had a better sense of humor back then.
Now he has to be
So
all
good.
serious all the time now.
Yeah, he's like, oh, I can't lose a fight in Fast and Furious. People
Yeah, imagine
not
like, having that
respect
written
me.
into your- written into your fucking.
I mean, they all
contract,
have it.
Which
Just
is
do a
stupid.
live action Street Sharks and make him the lead.
Just make yeah.
He's
Dude.
just Vin Diesel. Like he's not dressed up. or
The
anything.
the counter to the Mario movie announcement is just like the live action Street Sharks with just Vin Diesel as like it's like
What a
Vin
cool
Diesel.
guy.
It's like Vin Diesel.
Sylvester Stallone.
yeah,
Just like the Expendables.
yeah,
Past,
Yeah, it's
past
Expendables,
Street
but it's all
Sharks.
Street Sharks.
yeah. That would be good. Yeah, in the '90s though, like everyone was like trying to copy Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles
That's true.
because it was like, oh, look how fucking edgy and cool this is. That's how Street Sharks became a thing.
Never really
I think-
understood the hype for the Ninja Turtles.
What do you mean?
It was just a '90s thing,
You guys are 80s kids.
wasn't
So
it?
No,
you guys are
Phoenix is.
like
I'm pretty sure
boners
I'm the
for-
only fucking 80s kid here.
Was
Nah.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles an '80s thing?
It started.
Probably
pretty
later.
Oh,
80s, I
yeah.
think.
I mean, the first movie came out in 1990. Live action movies. The series has been going on for a long time.
Yeah, I'm talking about like the show.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
the,
show's here.
the show was
The televi- the
preceded the-
Yeah, I guess
Yeah,
it
the
was like late '80s, early. See, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles show went to 1996, so you weren't even born then, Rogers. But us,
Yeah.
us who were
TMNT
like,
show started in 1987.
for us who
I
were
was
like,
born when the Twin Towers fell.
yeah, for us that were like 5 or
Exact
6,
same
like
time.
it was pretty sick.
I was
I
born in the
Oh,
first
the
movie.
comic started in 84.
oh, wow.
Interesting.
I didn't have any TMNT action figures. I was all X-Men growing up.
Hmm. Yeah.
Some sick X-Men action figures.
I didn't have either. I was hard
And
on
like Stretch Armstrong.
I was hard on the Beast Wars and Beasties.
True.
Like that's all I had.
I just had the army soldiers.
Yeah,
and
I mean I
Lego.
had those too.
I didn't have like themed.
You know, that makes a lot of sense
figures.
for me. That's just only having the army guy, the like army
And
guys.
Lego. Like I had lots of Lego.
Okay, Lego's
That was
good.
my big thing.
I was gonna say
Oh,
only
I
having
only had like Playmobil.
only having army guys and that's it. It's just like a like that's like they had that in like the 1940s.
Yeah.
You're like, yeah, I used to have like a hoop with a stick that
They
we
used
would
to have
play
army
with.
guys and a toy gun.
Yeah, TMNT was definitely dude, I love that shit. It was definitely like I remember I got to go to the movie. It was probably one of the first movies I saw, like because I was like 3 or 4.
I don't.
What
This one
was the
time?
Yeah,
first
I
movie
never
saw
saw
in the
that.
theater?
One of my first movies that I remember seeing in the theaters was Aladdin, and I started crying at the Jafar scene where he transformed into that beggar guy to accompany Abu in the
crying.
prison.
Why? Why
Remember?
that scene?
Okay, I'll show you because he was super creepy, and when he opened his mouth and all his teeth showed, like they dangled, and it like creeped me the fuck out.
Ah, that's kind of
Dangling teeth.
Here, I'll show you the picture of what I'm talking about.
Wait, how
Are
old
you
were you?
Scared of
5?
homeless people?
I don't remember. Yeah, something
That's
like that.
first
4 or
movie in
5.
the theater, so I must have been pretty young.
I feel like I saw a lot of movies, but the one I remember being the most hyped about when I was like young, was the first like
Here it is.
Power Rangers movie. Does anyone remember that?
I was never a Power
Alright,
Rangers
check out this picture
was
in Reddit.
dumb.
See, this is what I
Missed
started
out.
crying at.
Oh
That guy
yeah,
fucking
that guy.
spooked
Oh,
me the
yeah,
fuck
he's-
out.
He's not
Yeah, he
that
was like
scary.
acting super creepy, and I was just like, "Oh my god!" My dad was like, "Calm down, calm down." And, like we fucking left the theater. Like I just didn't want to go back in. And I
think-
remember that as one of my first theater experiences. I just started crying when I saw that dude. He creeped me the fuck out.
Phoenix is afraid of homeless people.
Yeah,
This
I
was the other
gonna-
one too.
Okay.
Dangling
Look at
teeth.
that. That was terrifying for like a 4-year-old. I was like, "What the fuck?" No, but like I remember this one time. We were playing soccer on the beach with me and my parents, and the ball got kicked into like this sketchy area with like seafood and shit like that, or not seafood, not seafood, fucking, seaweed and fucking like, what's that shit when driftwood and seaweed, and it went,
Flotsam.
yeah, flotsam and jetsam, and the ball got kicked into that area, and I was like, I don't get it, and there was this board with a fucking nail sticking straight up out of it.
No.
And I run full bore and fucking put my full weight onto the fucking nail and it fucking goes right through my foot. And I'm just like, I fucking just keel over, holding my foot, just screaming. And my parents come up and they're like, "Oh shit!" And they fucking like pulled the fucking nail out of my foot and fucking like drove me to the
Wait,
ER. and I
came
was
off
just-
in your foot?
It didn't break off in my foot. I just put my full weight all the way through it. So like I want to say it like almost went all
But it
the
was
way
like
through.
stuck in your foot.
Yeah, and so he fucking
That's
pulled it
crazy.
out, and
Does
I was
this-
fucking screaming. I was screaming bloody murder, and they weren't sure whether I'd need a tetanus shot or not, so they drove me to the ER.
Probably.
And on
yeah.
the drive to the ER, I was fucking just
say
hysterical,
yes.
like in pain, crying. And when my mom was trying to calm me down, so she finally goes, "Hey, what are the
Just
names?"
showed you a picture of
No, she goes, "What are
Jafar.
like, no?" She goes, "Name the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles," and I was just like, Donatello, and like so I start like naming them, and it takes my mind off the pain, and I fucking like stop crying.
this whole time I was waiting for the connection between the creepy Jafar guy. I was just like, where is
No,
this
no.
going?
Damn
I
it.
was like, I thought when you
Okay.
said you kicked the ball, it was going to go into like some homeless nest or something. And then you
The
fly out
Jafar guy came out and
Here's
was
your
like,
ball.
whoa.
with this
It's
dangling
your
teeth.
ball?
I was like, how did we go from Jafar to a plank of wood with a nail sticking out?
Yeah, man, it was the very first time I experienced like painful trauma, and my mind was taken off of it. With,
Yeah.
like my favorite TV show growing up.
You know
favorite
what makes
Characters.
one of the Bernstein Bears thing, like the what's it called? What's that thing called?
Mandela. effect.
Mandela effect is that now there's apparently 5 Ninja Turtles.
What? No.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Didn't they add
There's a
another
girl
one like
one.
recently though?
There's a
This
girl.
is
There's
a
a
girl
girl
one?
Yeah.
What the fuck are
No.
you talking about?
And there's always been a girl one. Is that what you're saying?
No,
There's
but they
no-
added her pretty like not that recently, I feel like.
Wait, what?
Well, I mean, if they
Fuck
added
is
her
this?
while like the hype for the show is down, that would make sense because no one would be paying attention. to it.
1997.
Well, I think kids. I think people are still hyped about it. We're just adults now, because like
She was
it's
added
in
1997.
it's
So I'm
yeah
saying, that's what I'm saying, our gen
1997.
doesn't know about it.
Well, 1997 is not that far removed. Like I was 7. Like
But I wasn't that into Ninja Turtles either.
I wasn't that into
No.
it, but like I feel like I
Venus,
still would
what
have
the
like
fuck?
kind of. I mean, that
Does
was
she
like
have hair, like.
that was like before I was into like Pokemon. So
No, she's like the same, but she's skinnier and
Yeah.
has turtle tits.
just
What?
big fat
show some-
turtle tits.
show
Phoenix
some-
is instantly into.
Let me see some turtle booba.
Showing some shell.
Let's see this. Jamie, pull that up.
But yeah,
tail.
but yeah, they add her like I feel like I should have been like I've always been like, yes, there's 4 Ninja Turtles. You know what I mean? Actually, when I search Ninja Turtles, it's usually only 4 that come up still.
And her
Interesting.
name is Venus de Milo.
What?
Yeah,
Whoa.
what is this made up
Venus,
shit?
yeah.
That's weird.
Okay, yeah, I guess I'm not super wrong, because when I search Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, it's always like pictures of just 4 of them.
Raph, Donatello, Leonardo, and Michelangelo.
And
mean
Venus.
Nobody's ever said that. Who is your guys' favorite, if you had to pick one?
I honestly don't know them. I just know them
Yeah, I
by the
don't know the
weapons.
difference.
I just know them by the weapons.
Yeah, I don't know if they even have like different
Wow.
personalities.
And
honestly.
obviously, I like the sword guy.
That's the blue guy, fucking Leonardo. Everybody likes him.
Here,
I know
this
there's
is
the nerd, and then
Raphael
there's
has the size. He has the size swords. He's the red one. Michelangelo's the orange one. He's got
He's
the
the edgy
nunchucks.
one, right?
No, the red guy, Raph, is the edgy one.
That's
My
what-
favorite was Donatello, the purple one, and he had the staff.
See, look at this.
The
Do you see this
staff.
picture? The yellow one. That's the new one.
The yellow.
Oh
one?
yeah,
Yellow's-
yeah. The yellow one,
yellow's a
the
good-
new one has the Wolverine.
Yeah,
claws.
that's kind of a sick new
Yeah,
web, but
I
Wait,
always
wait,
like the
wait.
guy with the Electra knives or whatever those things are called.
electric knives. What?
No, Electra, like the superhero girl, the red guy.
The
The
Psy.
red guy.
The
Psy,
size.
is that what they're
Electric
called?
knives.
Psy?
Yeah,
He just had regular ass fucking size.
yeah. Were they electrical?
Yeah.
I thought they were just
no,
normal.
No. they were just-
Electra is like
Oh.
I don't know what universe she's part of, but that's like her size or her main
Oh,
weapon.
okay. I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
I had I had
yeah.
like a
they're
hand-me-down
called Psy.
action figure of some like bizarro Ninja Turtle. Yeah, like it's like a snapping turtle Ninja Turtle.
What?
Yeah, I
To
guess
what?
He had like one eye bigger than the other, and he had,
Is it like a
spikes
Ew,
on
I
his
don't like
back.
that.
Yo, what's up, Mobile Sploot? Welcome to the
What's
show.
up,
We're
guys?
talking turtles. What's up, guys? Welcome to Talking Turtles.
Fucking turtles.
We're eating
Yo,
cheese
Mobile
pizza
Sploot, what was your favorite Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle?
or pepperoni pizza. Is that what they eat?
one
Ooh,
was your
that's
favorite?
a good question.
Slash, I think is his name. Slash.
Slash? No, that's a guy from.
Yeah, I found him. It is Slash.
No,
Oh,
Slash
this
is.
I found exactly the toy I had.
Who was my favorite? I don't know. I feel like when I was a kid.
I'm
Here's
pretty
the
sure
toy I had.
Slash is
This
from like
this-
Guns N'
this
Roses. Guys.
Bizarro.
Dude,
This
those
is
are sick
bizarro
lips.
fucking.
I think Raphael was my favorite when I was a kid, but then I got older and
Wow.
I realized
Yeah.
I liked Leonardo better.
See, now if I had to pick, I kind of like the stick guy because having just a stick is pretty based.
True.
True.
Mhm.
Walks
Yeah,
off
here's my
carrying a
favorite,
big
purple.
stick.
Have you ever seen that like
Purple dude.
Have you ever seen that My Strange Addiction where the girl's like obsessed with being like a Ninja Turtle? She like
No.
only
Yeah.
she like only eats pizza
only
and
eats
like
pizza and just like super out of.
and she like talks like them too. She's just like, oh whoa.
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
Didn't
They're
she have like
literally
the full
teenagers.
costume too? Like she had like a pretty
Yeah.
intricate costume.
She's just like in all ways except physical. I
I've
am a
only ever
teenage
seen the ones that
mutant
are like,
turtle.
oh, I eat
They
toilet
had
paper
this
all the
turtle
time.
toy.
Yeah.
It
Dude,
was like a hockey dude, and he like you squeeze something,
Yeah.
and he like rotated.
Sick.
I remember fucking. Well, I always considered Casey like the fifth fucking TMNT.
True.
Who's Casey?
the guy, the hockey dude.
This
It was
Casey.
well, not even the hockey, but like he used sports
Oh,
equipment. and had
him.
a hockey mask.
Yeah, he had like that mask, right?
Yeah, yeah,
And he carried a hockey stick and he beat the shit out of people with it.
yeah. Hockey
Yeah.
stick.
I
or a
honestly
cricket
don't
bat
remember that
or
much,
whatever
other
he
than
had.
like Splinter was.
Yeah, the cricket bat in the movie.
Wait, was
Oh, what?
Splinter
This guy
the?
had
Sick.
the-
I've never seen Casey. This guy's sick though. Casey Jones. Oh, it's
Casey had
Casey
the-
Jones.
Oh yeah, I think
Casey had
actually
the
now that I
hockey
look at
mask he
him,
wore.
now that I look at him, he
Yeah.
does look familiar.
Yeah.
Yeah, the movie, he was pretty cool, and I was like, yeah,
He was badass.
what a
dude.
badass.
He beat the shit out of fucking Raphael in the first one, like kind of like because he thought he was a mugger or something. I can't remember. They were both fighting muggers, and like they were like, "What the hell are you doing here?" Like, I'm beating these guys up. He's like, "No, I am." And they started
Yeah,
fighting,
he
and
started getting
Casey-
like random sporting goods equipment from the store, and they're like
Yeah.
cricket, and they're like
And he ended
making puns based off of like what he had, and like they didn't have one for cricket, so he just beat the shit out of him with the cricket.
and he's like, fucking wham, and he's like, home run, fucking beat the
He's
shit
like
out of
it's
him.
cricket or something. Yeah, it's so good.
Yeah.
Hype.
Need to rewatch that movie. It was good.
Dude,
When did
one
the
and two
original
were
Turtles
so
movie
good.
come out? Was that 89?
1990. No, the show came out in
90?
87. I'm pretty sure that the movie came out in 1990. I could be
Oh,
wrong.
I was dead in
I feel like the second one was
'87.
92.
Yeah, I'm not alive yet.
Do you count dead?
Yep, movie one was 1990. So
Does
it's
it count
definitely
as
probably one of the first
being
ones.
dead if you aren't born yet?
Or still alive in your
I
last
feel like I've
life.
had that conversation with
Yeah.
somebody.
I always say that I was dead if I wasn't
Breathe
alive
life.
yet.
Yeah, pre-life, are you considered dead?
Yeah. You
Oh
know,
wow,
there's
they made the
living and
second one
dead.
really fast. They made the second one, The Secret of the Use, in 1991, and then
Yeah, it was like a
TMNT
cash grab.
Do you have
Well,
to have
two,
been
one and two,
alive?
I'll stand. I liked two. Two was good, but three was but I liked it as a
The
kid.
creation of the female turtle split the creators.
We were just talking about that.
You were
Yeah,
just
I
talking
saw the
about
picture of it and I was like,
the
They were like, huh,
boob
women
turtle.
in a turtles?
well,
It was
what
like-
they-
What were you
originally
saying?
they
Women
had
having
both
in a
agreed
turtles.
Women in a
like,
turtles? This
with
is an
four, like,
outrage.
There were four, and then like Fox Studios was like, hey, what if we added a fifth turtle?
I think it was a good
Women in a
move.
half shell.
And one of
Turtle
them's
power.
like, yeah, money. And the other one's like, no, we only said four. So
Women in a half shell. There
it- you know, the show flopped.
Turtle
But,
power.
There's a great documentary. I talked about this before. I think it's called "The Toys That Made Us."
Oh,
and
true.
They cover,
Oh yeah.
They cover the turtles.
There's the
Nice.
game. There's also like the movies that made us and then the games that made us.
I feel like I wasn't even that into like toys really,
I mean, I'm
as much as I
had,
was
like,
watching.
my favorite toys, right? Like my favorite toys were like the shit. Where did they call it? The mega constructor things.
Oh yeah.
Where they weren't like not the Power Rangers, but like they were like
The-
these like construction kits, right? Or like a space shuttle, and then they did all this other crazy stuff.
Yeah,
Mega
feel like-
something.
I was
feel
hard,
like,
I was hard on
honestly-
Beast Wars and like and Legos, and
I
that's
was a
it.
big Hot Wheels
Yeah.
guy.
I mostly
Legos.
just
If
Legos
you
were
were-
the number one.
I mostly just played with sticks in my backyard.
With your hoop.
That's weird.
No, just we
I feel like
fight
toys
with them.
toys were essential because
True.
in the
No,
late
you just fight
80s,
with
early
sticks.
90s,
Dude,
like,
a good
we didn't
sword
have
stick.
broadband
dude?
internet.
Oh,
I didn't
yeah.
have cable TV, so if you weren't like playing toys or like riding your bike, you didn't really have a whole lot to do. Like,
Getting a stick and fighting with them.
Dude, when
True.
you found that perfect
Throwing
stick
rocks
with
at
the
trees.
cross guard
Dude,
and
it-
everything.
Yeah, it
You're
was so funny because
fuck
like we'd
yes.
always be like, "Yo, let's get stick," and I'd had this one friend, and he'd always just get the worst sticks that were just like like the one friend in the group who just like gets like we're like, "Let's get sticks," and he just gets like a log, and we're like, "Whoa, that's a big stick," and he's just like, "Oh yeah," but he like can't move
No
it really
way.
well.
check this out. Casey in the movies, he's a Quebecois.
He's a
Really?
crab. Wow.
He's
That
born in
explains a
Montreal,
lot.
Quebec.
Never been
Rogers.
You either go
He's one of
for
you.
gun stick or you go for like
No,
stick
never
with like a
gun
good
stick.
grip and like a good length. For a
We never
sword.
go gun sticks. We
because
because
you can't actually do anything with a gun stick,
Yeah.
but with the sword stick you can actually like.
I mean there was also like
simulate a
Nerf
sword.
guns
Put
and
out
other stuff.
somebody. Yeah.
Oh shit. he
We
was in
just
The
had
Sopranos,
fake
too.
guns. In the 90s, we just had
Yeah.
fake guns.
Dude, I had those fucking what are they called? With the caps. When you
Yeah.
like
Hat
pull the
guns?
trigger,
Yeah,
it actually like
Guns. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, those are sick. Yeah, we had those.
I had like a black one that actually looked like a real
We'd
gun.
always just play like guns in war.
True.
Yeah.
I had
Had
plenty of
G.I.
super
Joes
soakers.
and Little Green Army Men.
Yeah, we just talked about that.
Yeah.
Mega
That's all
rigs,
Rogers
that's what they
had.
were called.
Mega rigs. Wow.
I had a lot of them. I had a
Yeah.
lot of fucking soldiers.
Let me get a pic of this.
I'd simulate
too.
like whole entire wars.
Yeah, I just spend like 4 hours setting them up. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do the
Look
same thing.
cool.
Same thing with Legos too, probably, right? That's what I would do.
I would just
Lego,
have-
I'd build a lot, and yeah, then I'd set up. like,
Me
this
and my
big
friends, like,
war.
we had like a village in my room. Like each of my friends had a house that they built and like a guy, and we'd all like be like, "Oh no, there's a war," and we'd like create like all these like things to like beat the bad guys, and we'd create like a whole army of bad guys.
Yeah, it was
pretty
fun
good.
making like cool bad guys. Like I'd always do like these weird bizarro robots
Yeah.
that were like asymmetrical, and those would be like the bad guys.
I'm evil because I'm not
I'm
symmetrical.
one
Oh,
I would always do. I had like Kinects, tanks, and stuff, and me and my sister would play together. And
I like
she had,
never
like,
met anyone with Kinects.
Playmobil and like Polly Pocket, like Barbie shit, and they would like get in the tanks and fight each other. We just like combined.
I feel
I
like
do not know anyone that had Kinects. It's like,
I don't know anyone
similar
who
to
had
Legos.
Kinects.
what do you mean?
yeah, everybody had Legos.
Yeah, Kinects are for nerds.
Kinects
Yeah,
is totally
Legos
different.
This guy over here having
Kinects for
Playmobil,
nerds.
like-
Dude, what are you doing? Science and shit?
I was building like.
Hey,
roller
this guy's
coasters.
doing science.
I was building ball tracks.
True.
I had a Connect roller coaster.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
a
I had the roller
I
coaster.
think.
The closest thing I had was like Bionicles.
True.
True.
Dude, I was so hyped when I saw those commercials as a kid for some reason. I thought it was the
Yeah.
coolest shit.
They were hype, but like it's so weird too because they are kind of hype, but also when you look at them, they just look really fucked up.
Yeah.
It's
I
like,
found the snow one looked really fucking cool, and I got
yeah.
it.
Well, there was like 5 of them that just had swords for hands, and then there's the one whose thing was that he could just like kick a rock pretty good. You know what I mean?
yeah. Yeah, he didn't have anything like special, right? He didn't have any tool.
Like I'm looking at it
Oh,
right
yeah,
now. The green guy has like a big axe as a hand. The red guy has a fire sword. The white one has like a shield and sword or something, and the blue guy has like claws. The black one has like other different kind of claws, and there's the brown one that just is like, I can kick stuff.
I
Came in
only
such
had the green
cool
one.
packages too. The little canisters.
Yeah, the canisters are sick.
Yeah, canisters were a good like marketing move.
Yeah.
And they had like the
It just
movie with
looked
it
so
and all
cool.
that. No?
The movie was sick.
Dude, there's so much Bionicle lore, but it was like kind of past my time, or it was
Isn't
like
there like a fan
it
made
was-
one that's like 40 hours long? or
yeah,
something
we
crazy?
watched. There's like multiple fan Bionicle movies that are each like 4 hours.
Nothing
It's
can
actually
beat
crazy.
that Hot Wheels fan movie we watched.
Dude,
though.
the
Yeah.
Hot Wheels, the real Hot Wheels movies that are like actually made are like pretty hype.
Yeah.
I've seen a couple of them.
Well, it was the same. No, it wasn't even a fan movie. It was the real one, but they
Oh, yeah,
replaced the
okay.
music with Eurobeat, so it was like even more. It
It
was
was
even
so
more. It was
good.
actually like amazing.
It was so good. The whole time I was watching it, I had like a smile on my face.
They were like, "No, we got to make this jump," and it's just like, "Night of Fire." Yeah.
That was a
and
big
then
Hot
we'd
Wheels
see
guy.
characters and be like, "Yo, that's Wick."
Yeah, true. There was a Johnny Wickwire character. I was never in. I had like 2 Hot Wheels my whole life.
I had some good tracks, and I would always like
That explains.
have like tournaments where I'd race them, and like see which ones are fast.
that explains a lot about you,
Yeah.
like why you're into
Yeah,
like.
my dad got me into
uh,
cars at a young age. I also had a bunch of like pullback model cars that would go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's always interesting how there were actual like cars that just performed so much better than the other ones.
Yeah.
Like the Hot Wheels, you'd have this one that would just like beat every other car. Like
You'd
it just
like
had the
check their
perfect
wheel
weight.
spin beforehand.
Oh, by the way, that new Switch. There's like a new Hot Wheels Switch game, and it got
No,
like.
no, it's bad.
Are you
Oh,
sure?
is it?
I looked at gameplay and it looks very bad.
It got like a 9 out of
yeah.
10.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I literally watched
Yeah.
gameplay for like 5
what is it
minutes.
called? Burning something?
Hot Wheels Unleashed.
Is that?
Hot
Sounds
Wheels
right. I think it's one
Unleashed.
word.
Yeah, they're all like rating it like 9.9 out of
What?
10.
It does look like a baby game. Like
No, I
there's
think it
no
looks.
items. It's just pure racing. And
When I
there's,
was
like,
watching it, looked sick.
9 out
I
of
thought it looked
10.
sick when I was watching it.
you build
Holy hell.
boosts by power sliding, and then you can just like use the boost meter until.
I thought it looked good.
I'm watching footage right now. It looks dope.
Yeah, I mean it looks like toys, but like that's the point.
Compared to the
I'm not trying
other
to
Hot
play-
Wheels games that
It has
exist on
both
like PS1,
local and online options.
the older Hot Wheels games are better.
Enormous.
Well, I assume if they're good, and then they wouldn't rate. If those ones are as good as you say, then I doubt they would rate this one like a 9 out of 10.
There's
Because-
They rate
65.
every game
Because-
high these days.
Well, but if it was like worse, like people would have said. Actually, I don't know if it came out yet though. Let's see.
I don't know. I'm looking it up on Steam.
But like,
Yeah, it's hard to tell when it's just the reviewers.
yeah. But all I'm saying is like, usually when it's a series, they'll compare it to the past series. So if it's just worse than that, then they'll be like, oh, this like the latest or
It came out today.
the latest
Oh.
the latest Mario Party, not the one that's coming out, but the last one. Everyone was just like, oh, this is trash and like a
Yeah.
letdown. Like it didn't have online or anything.
There's a DLC for it, one for 30 and one for 99 cents. You can get
For Hot Wheels.
Yeah, I guess I don't know what the one gives you. Probably a bunch of cars and tracks or something. But for 99 cents, you can get the Bone Shaker.
Bone shaker.
Because like the old PS1 one, Hot Wheels Extreme Racing, was like in order to get boosts, you had to do like different backflips, flips, and tricks off of jumps and land them to like gain boost, which was hype because there was like different moves you can do and stuff. And then
Which one was it? Oh,
Hot
sorry.
Wheels Extreme Racing had weapons and stuff, and it like changed forms. Like you could drive, go through this like portal, and you turn into a boat. Go through a portal, you turn into a plane, and there were weapons. And it was local 4 players, so it was pretty dope for PS1. But like this one, I just looked at it, and it was just like
Dude, it's clean racing.
medium-paced racing with like boost and like no tricks or anything.
Dude,
I
it's
was
just
like,
clean
Trackmania,
racing. That's good.
And honestly, I think I'm
Yeah.
okay with that.
Yeah.
Phoenix,
So-
you need to buy this and let us know how it is as our resident.
it looks like there's like drift boosting.
racing game.
yeah, you drift to build boost,
What game?
and then you could spend it.
Hot Wheels Unleashed.
I'm gonna wait till it's like cheap and maybe try it out. I don't know.
I mean,
Just
I'll
added
try
it
any
to the
racing
wish
game
list.
once.
It looks fun.
Yeah.
I think it looks fun. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not like I don't really want there to be weapons and shit. I'm not trying to play a Mario Kart ripoff.
I just
Yeah,
want to
yeah.
go down my
I just want to go.
Hot
It's
Wheels
on
track.
Switch.
To me, the cool thing about Hot Wheels is that the tracks are just like insane because
Like,
they're
there's
just
loops
like
and stuff.
yeah, it's like there's trying to be like the toy tracks, you know, it's just like
Yeah.
insane tracks, and that's to me that's like what is
Just
cool
play
about it.
Trackmania or whatever.
No,
Trackmania's tight.
Trackmania.
never.
They-
New season starts
Mania
tomorrow.
is pure racing. Wait, what?
Yeah.
What's happened tomorrow?
New season of Trackmania.
There's
Where
seasons.
a whole
What does that
they
mean?
have
A season?
So they have like like the past season was the summer is just ending now, and they have like just like 21 tracks or something like that you can play and get like ranked on. And then once the season's over, like those rankings are locked, and then they have a whole new set of tracks. that
Imagine
they
not just having
release
all the
for
tracks
everyone.
unlocked all the time.
Well,
I think most people
They
play that
make-
game
they're
for, like,
constantly
the
making
cup. Yeah, they play like the cup of the day, which is like a new
yeah,
track.
Cup
every
of the
day.
Day's hype.
And
Wait,
I've
which
seen, like, most
Trackmania
people
is
do-
this?
It's on Epic. I think there's a
Ah,
couple.
it's on
Whatever
Epic,
the-
that's why.
Yeah, it's like they pulled the thing when they just call it Trackmania now, but it's like people call it Trackmania 2020.
That's annoying.
Yeah, there's like a
Yeah.
few
That
track-
really is really annoying.
It's
I hate
annoying when
that
they-
trend.
I
they
hate
have like 20 other games.
I hate when they try to reboot something and they just name it the same thing. They're like, it's been 10
So dumb.
years. Time
Or
to
they call it one,
yeah, the
like Battlefield.
the Xbox-
Battlefield 1.
yeah, or
Like, seriously, dude?
Xbox
Well,
One.
it's
Xbox
World War One, so they called it Battle. I get it.
Yeah, but still, people hear
It's stupid.
Battlefield
Yeah.
1 and you're like, oh, you mean the
Oh, yeah,
first
no.
one? No, I
I get
mean the 7th one, which is based in World War 1. Oh, okay.
Yeah, racing
Hot
games can
Wheels
be-
is top seller on Steam right now. It's third.
Nice.
It's on
Really?
Steam too. Damn, I'd probably buy it
Yeah.
on Switch if I was gonna buy it.
Yeah, Switch would be fun.
Yeah, probably.
And Wreckfest coming out on Switch soon.
Yeah, no.
Hype.
That's gonna be so bad. I
It
think we
looks
talked about last time.
terrible.
Wreckfest on Switch? What?
Yeah, they
That's such
announced
a
it.
bizarre combination.
It's a
I mean, it's
great
not that bizarre because they'll put anything on Switch.
They really will these days.
game, but just not like old Nintendo games that everyone wants.
Yeah.
Yo.
Although
Imagine-
Listen, the
N64 is coming out. I'm
slash
hyped for
Mega
that.
Force or Mega Drive. Mega Drive.
It's
Mega Drive.
no
Genesis, basically.
Genesis. Yeah.
N64.
I guess Genesis
Mega
is
Drive.
Mega
Yeah,
Drive, yeah.
Are coming
Genesis was better than
soon
Mega.
with
Yeah.
upgraded Switch Online membership.
Yeah, I
Right,
wonder how
to
much
be
that's gonna.
announced.
I wonder how much it's gonna cost
Listen,
because
I was really hoping they were gonna the rumors were going around they were gonna add a Game Boy Advance catalog,
ooh,
Oh,
I'd
emulator.
love
and I was so
that. I'd love
excited.
that.
And then they
She
did
is
an
making
announcement, and
hands.
instead we get this, and I'm like, damn it.
Dude, just give me
Why?
Game Boy Advance emulator with fucking Golden Sun. I'm there, dude.
Yeah, I was about to say you get your golden son. That'd be great. I'd stream it 100%.
I would
Yeah.
stream Tactics Advance first day.
Well, they'll probably. I bet if they released that, they would probably just remake Tactics on.
I'm actually a little surprised. they
Because
haven't.
Square Enix literally just keeps redoing all their games and releasing.
That's true.
So, I mean, which
Yeah,
is
what's up,
good though. At least they try.
Yeah.
What's up, AP?
What's up?
Hey, P.
Hey, AP. How's it going?
What's the first movie you saw in the theaters, AP?
Ever in theaters? I don't remember it, but
Well, the
apparently
first
it was
one
Lion
you got
King,
hyped.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
and
That
I
was-
loved Lion King as a kid.
That was one of my first ones too. Because
I
I
don't
also
remember
loved
my
Lion
first
King.
movie in the theater.
Mine was 101 Dalmatians.
Well, you probably would.
101 Dalmatians.
Yeah, you probably wouldn't, but
Yeah,
your
I was
parents
a big,
would
I was a
probably
big
tell you.
101 fan.
Didn't that come out in like friggin' 1996? Okay.
Yeah.
I thought it came out in like 2000. I was like, how did you
I
not
love
see
where
it?
Cruella Deville falls into the molasses pits.
I mean, I definitely saw that movie also,
mean,
but
You're
God,
retarded.
now what's her name is the new Cruella?
oh yeah.
Oh, what's her name?
do I like
Emma
how
Stone.
Yeah, Emma Stone, yeah.
weren't they trying to make Cruella Deville
Emma
like into like a
Stone.
girl boss? To like, actually, she's good now. Like I
Probably.
saw that.
No,
on,
I
like-
don't think so. I think she was still evil. She
No,
was
I-
just kind of badass about
This
it.
has a more
Well, I
interesting
think it was
story.
more like Twitter people were like that. Like,
Oh.
yeah,
Uni-
she's
Uni
a girl
said it was like
boss.
the worst movie he's ever seen.
Well, it's on Disney Plus.
Yeah, I imagine.
Plug in Disney Plus for that sponsorship.
They
What?
don't-
Remake was bad?
They
No
don't
way.
need to
way.
remake.
Yeah.
I'm against remaking anything.
It is
You know
pretty
what's-
annoying, all the remake.
Yeah,
The only thing that
anyway.
needs to be remaked is the only things that need to be
Remake.
remade are things that are like we're in a style that is like out of date. Like you know how, like 80s shit is just like
Mhm.
made for like
Oh.
like if like they like there's a lot of cartoons or shows like in the 80s and they're just like they're so like
They're two 80s, yeah.
Like, the technology wasn't there then, but it is there now, so you might as well like.
well
remake
also it was made for a format of just like we're gonna play these episodes like 1,000 times
it. True.
for
Yeah.
like ever, you know, instead of like having like any kind of like story that makes sense or anything.
Well, it's like they're remaking Dune, which that looks really promising.
Yeah, I mean that's something that could be remade in my opinion. You know, like
Yeah.
it was like a mini series. Is how it started.
There's the
Or
mo-
no,
there's
it's
the
their
David
original
Lynch
movie.
movie.
Yeah, that's right, the David Lynch movie.
David Lynch movie in like 1984 or something like
Yeah,
that.
and then they
80
did a sci-fi mini series of it. But you know, it deserves like a big like budget.
and it's
movie.
the best director, in my opinion, like doing movies right now. Who's doing it? Plus, it's the best.
Yeah,
So-
I didn't even know. It's really
Roger
good.
Deakins and fucking Denis Villeneuve or whatever his name is.
Mm.
What the fuck did you just call me?
later this month, right? End of the month, June.
Yeah, it already got
Or-
released. It's got a theatrical release worldwide. It's one of the
Or
movies
the
I'm
second
thinking about
movie.
breaking protocol and going to the theater in.
I have a hot take, which is that I don't know what Dune is and I don't care.
You know, it's funny you say that.
Isn't
I've
Dune-
seen
know of
things
it.
on like Twitter where people are like, I don't have no idea what the fuck this is.
Yeah.
And that's fair.
It's like Tremors, but without the worms, and it's in space.
At this
To
point, when
me-
Saturus
But
says
there
something
are
like that, I'm
those
like,
Guys,
yeah,
there's giant.
It's
fucking-
well, it's an
Oh, there
80s
is? Okay.
thing, right? You said
I mean, it was originally like a book.
I'm
Like a
80s
60s,
blind.
right?
And
when
the
was
spin-offs
Dune
were, like-
published? Though? It was like
I'm
1960s,
blind to the
right?
80s.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, but
You
no
know
one
what is
either 60s or
older?
60s.
no one read
movie
the
was
book until the
80s.
movies came.
No,
Wasn't
it's all
Stargate a
based off the
spin-off?
Dune series.
Yeah.
The Dune
the
book
series.
series was
Mm.
released in like the late 60s, early 70s.
Right, but when was when was that max popularity? That's really what's most important.
Probably when the book was fucking like massive.
Because like
and then
you think so?
It does have a
Yeah,
cult
of course.
following.
it's huge. It's done by that super famous author, Frank Herbert.
Yeah. I just want I feel like a lot of books like that, they don't get their popularity until like some time passes. Cuz like think about like Game of Thrones, right?
Yeah,
I remember when
books.
Harry
I mean,
Potter was
it's
Harry Potter was huge when it came out. Game of
also
Thrones was actually
true.
pretty big.
I
Now-
think like
some
books
books really
definitely had a
capture that.
bigger following. Like
They really did.
you know,
Like Game of Thrones was
last
not that
century.
popular until
I've
I mean
actually
like
heard
people
Until the
people in the
third,
sci- in the
people
sci-fi
definitely
fucking,
read it, but like until the HBO show,
was
then
up
it like
there.
fucking blew up.
Yeah,
well, mass popularity.
It was a
but among,
bestseller
like,
for a while, yeah.
people that are into like Wheel of Time and shit like that, the super
Yeah.
nerdy fucking sci-fi series.
Yeah,
they
I know
fucking
like
blew
in that,
sci-fi. people who
but in
like
the
sci-fi books.
'60s was it that popular?
Sci-fi
I don't
I
know.
think so. I mean, like, there's a lot of sci-fi books coming out then.
Yeah,
Well,
too
is
many.
Is that when
though.
Game of Thrones came out originally?
No, no.
No,
I'm talking.
Game of Thrones came out in the early 90s.
Because I didn't even know it was a book before the movie. show.
Yeah, it was
Oh, yeah.
really big because Wheel of Time was starting to get stale. And
1965.
Game of
is
Thrones
when
came
the
out and it
wow.
was
first book
ultra
came out.
violent.
There's like
compared to
1,000
fucking Wheel of Time.
fucking Wheel of Time.
Yeah,
It
the
was like-
last like 3 or
it's got
4 aren't
shit.
even written by the original author. 'Cause he
I mean,
died.
that's
the last
fine.
one.
That was
I'm-
the
I'm-
last one. I thought it was the last couple.
Brandon Sanderson did a really good job with the ghostwriting for. what's
I'm
his name?
for that
I'm on
because
the
a lot of
second
these
book.
authors cannot finish shit.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Fucking Name of the Wind. Anyone knows that series?
No.
Well, the author, I read the first 2 books. It's also called the King Killer Chronicles. I read the first 2 books, and then it was like, oh, cool. They've been working on the last book for like 2 years, so it'll probably come out soon. And that was like 10 years ago. There hasn't been any
R.I.P.
movement on it.
I actually just bought Dune actually to read it. I probably won't read it before the fucking movie comes out because it's like 1,000 pages, but it's definitely got me interested.
Let's see. A Game of Thrones came out in 1996.
Yeah, I thought it was early 90s. That's fair enough.
I mean, I don't know anyone who knew about it until like around the HBO time.
Literally had never heard about it until
Yeah.
somebody was like, you should watch
Yeah.
Game of Thrones on HBO.
Even the show, I heard about it.
My
like,
mom.
Chronicles of Narnia was
during the
about as
third
sci-fi
season.
fantasy as I got when I was growing
Wow.
up. So I wasn't like into fucking like dark sci-fi fantasy or crazy shit. So I had no idea about that stuff.
No, man, I got into like Ender's Game and like
Same, yeah.
a bunch of other like sci-fi and some fantasy.
Redwall.
I got into that
Redwall
too.
was my fantasy along with Chronicles of Narnia.
Yeah, Chronicles of Narnia. I
Wait,
liked a
is
lot of those,
Redwall
like,
the mice?
the mice? Yeah,
Fuck yeah.
Anthropomorphized animals that went on fucking like adventures all over the
I
fucking
always
world.
Dude,
loved the
Redwall,
cover
the
of
show
those.
was so fucking good. I loved it as a kid.
I have I own the animated series. I have it on DVD when it came
I
out.
didn't even know it was animated. Shit.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, it is so
yeah,
good.
get it, dude, it's not bad. I'll mail you my discs and you can mail them back if you can't
True.
find it.
Also,
Like
this
the
is
Warcast Lending Library.
this is another take that might trigger people. I don't know the difference between Dune and Chronicles of Riddick. They're like the same thing to
What?
me.
What?
What? That literally
Okay,
doesn't make any
Satrus,
sense.
your takes
Aren't they
are so
both?
bizarre sometimes.
Aren't they both like in the desert or something? It's like
So
really sandy in both of
Pitch-
them.
Probably the only thing they have in common.
Well, to me they're
Pitch
the same,
Black takes
Aren't they
place on,
both, like,
a
sci-fi?
desert world. Yeah, they're both sci-fi.
I
and
don't
they're
think I've
both in
ever seen
deserts.
the fucking that
Makes
series.
sense.
Yeah, the first movie, Pitch Black, is desert, and then the other
there's
ones take place on like other.
Oh
planets.
Is the Riddick
planets.
series the same as for the Triple X series, or am I getting
No,
my
no, Triple
Chronicles
X
of
is where
Riddick
he's in prison.
Yeah. Or,
Triple X is
No,
just
he's a-
Suicide
he's
Squad.
out of
mercenary.
prison. He's a
Yeah.
adrenaline junkie, and he does. he
But don't they
becomes
let him out of
the
prison though,
world.
don't they?
Okay, yeah, I'm getting my Vin
In the
It's like a
second one-
it's like a Suicide Squad type.
In the
plot,
first one,
except
they
with
have
just Vin
Ringo.
Diesel.
In the second one, I think, when it's like Ice Cube or something, he gets out
Yeah.
of jail.
Sure.
I mean, in the first one, it isn't just Vin Diesel. He goes in with a team.
Does he?
He's just the only one that survives.
Oh, I thought it was just Vin
No,
Diesel.
I think it's just Vin Diesel.
No, he
He's
gets
got-
it sent in with a team, and they
he
get
gets-
tortured.
I thought it
and
was like
then-
there's the hot chick and it's Vin Diesel essentially.
No, he's like in a shack, and there's other guys tied up. They got paradropped in, and then
Oh, maybe I don't know.
and they
Sounds
think
right.
it's like a fake. they
Nobody's
think it's
watched that
like
movie in
a-
20 years.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
I
you
think
get
it's
the
fake, and
other
then the guy has
adrenaline
like the
junkie.
machete, and
Yeah,
and
and he-
puts it up to his face, and he's like, "Wait a minute, that tastes like real blood." And then he
Yeah,
realizes they're
that's
not like
right.
it's not a
yeah.
simulation they're doing. It's like an actual. They actually got dropped into enemy territory.
Yeah, I forgot about that. How like
That's like the
right.
only thing to remember from the movie. Also,
That's-
Rapshine.
Wait, Samuel L. Jackson is in this movie?
Yeah.
Sorry, what movie was
Yeah,
it? I was
he's,
pooping.
Triple
he's
X.
basically
Triple X.
plays the
Wait,
same role. he
Danny
does in the Marvel
Trejo's in
movies.
it too. Anyways, yeah, it says he's a fugitive, like wanted by the FBI, and then they like catch him, and they're like, "We will only let you free if you go stop these Russians." I'm reading the plot right
Yeah.
now.
Okay.
I think I figured out.
And also, his name is Xander Cage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Xander,
right.
just
the
love-
name is so bad.
Xander Cage, Triple X.
The only reason I remember that is because I was with my cousins, and my family calls me Xander. And then my
What?
cousin's friend
Some deep
came
Rogers
over,
lore.
and then my cousin was like, "Hey, this is Xander, my cousin." And then he was like, "Oh, like Xander Cage."
Sick.
I was like, "What?" I was like, "Who's Xander Cage?" He's like, "The guy
Rogers,
from
where's
Triple
Crystal
X."
Pollock
I was like, "How do you
Xander?
even remember that?"
Dude, that's pretty good because I would always just get fucking either Steve Urkel or Steve
Jobs.
who's the blind one?
From Blue's Clues. Oh,
Stevie Wonder.
Stevie Wonder.
Jesus Christ.
That's
I
what
would get
people
James
call
in
me.
the
Wow.
Giant Apple.
I'm just
well,
like, why?
Please call me
Both
that
of
here.
those people are black, and you are definitely not black.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Those are the only two like Stevies or Steves in the.
There's literally Steve from Blue's Clues.
True.
Yeah, I never got that one.
Wow.
Wow.
He
Got
was
any
gone.
clues?
Scuba Steve? You ever get Scuba Steve?
Scuba Steve?
Only,
That would be a good one.
only briefly when that movie came out,
Adam Sandler's.
which is ironic because I do scuba dive.
Listen,
All the
I
time.
don't want to hear it unless your name is Jake. Okay.
Yeah, from State Farm.
Jake from State
True.
Farm was the
Rude
worst.
the name.
That's so
That
dumb,
is-
dude. Why? How did that even become a?
That's good.
All right. So, what is the first movie you saw in a theater that made you feel like super
Funny.
hyped when you came out?
Oh.
Like you could fuck shit up.
Power Rangers.
Spy
Me, it
Kids
was
2.
Spider-Man.
Jurassic Park.
The first
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
Wasn't that in
I
like
was just like,
2000 like 15?
I think it was
was-
2002.
yeah, but that's the first one that hyped me up. I was just like, fuck yeah.
2002.
So,
Okay.
so one of
Yeah,
the
I guess
first
you were
two
pretty
movies that I
young.
remember seeing
Older
was the
than
first
I
one
Wow, it was 2002.
Aladdin in '93, and then or '92 was Aladdin, and then '93 I saw Jurassic Park in theaters. I begged my parents to go see it, even though I was not close to 13 at all,
Mhm.
and I fucking loved it. But I was terrified.
Dude, I would
And-
binge. Like, I would watch Jurassic Park on VHS
Yeah,
nonstop.
so did
When-
I.
when
But
they
I
announced
wasn't that
two-
into it, honestly.
When they announced
Loved
number
it.
2 in 1996, I was like 9, and I was like, oh my god! And like me and my two best friends, like my mom dropped us off, and we just had a fucking blast. It was so fun.
Or which
But yeah,
one?
that was Jurassic Park 2: The Lost World.
Oh, I had the same thing was with the 3. I didn't even know the 2 came out until like way older.
3.
My
Oh,
dad
no.
just
Isn't 3 the bad one?
yeah,
Yeah.
well, I liked it because it's Jurassic Park, but
It holds up.
Yeah,
really
I mean, when
well.
you're a kid, it doesn't really matter. Though.
yeah,
It
Yeah.
still
You just, like,
holds
oh,
up as
sick
an action adventure
dinosaurs.
movie. It's still really good, in my humble.
it just.
I
has
just wanna
some-
say-
it just has some weird scenes.
I just want to say what a mistake it is for calling a movie XXX
Yes.
because
Why?
man, when you try to Google that,
Oh.
True.
Well, they
That's why you
didn't have.
gotta type in,
When'd that
like,
movie come out?
triple X.
Honestly, when I
Yeah,
this
read
might
Google.
speak to my Google preferences, but when I type XXX, it just comes up with XXX Tentacion.
no, yeah,
time
It-
to
it
put
does that
in
for
the
me,
old
too.
Google.
I thought you were gonna say
Oh,
it comes
nope.
up as safe search on.
Just search
So,
XXX movie, guys.
All right.
Yeah, but you still-
right-hand
Yeah,
side
I
is
know.
The Triple X film series.
It's
My
right,
first result
XXX
is
2002.
Triple X videos.
2002. That's funny.
yeah, you get IMDb, Wikipedia of the movie, and then you get xxmovie.pro, the best adult video clips and full-length movies without misleading links.
Wait,
Yeah.
Tony
Oh,
Hawk
And then
is in
just-
is my
Triple X.
third down. Very good.
You're just making shit up at this point. You keep naming names.
Is he- Wait, Ramstein, the band, was in the
Yeah,
movie.
they're in it. Rammstein. Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember that
Uh,
because it was Fire Fry,
Just
like
"Du
at the beginning of the movie.
I don't remember what just made me think of this. Maybe it was when Phoenix said he saw a movie in '92. But does
I'm
anybody
old.
else remember the VHSs or going to the theaters and there was like PG-14?
No.
No.
No. Oh my god! Like I had to
Or-
I
Google
remember-
it to make sure I'm not insane, but it was actually a thing. And I was like, there was all these VHSs I had growing up, and they said like PG-14, or you'd be like the
What?
little preview, and then it would go to like a little like blue screen and say rated PG-14, and I was like,
Dude,
what the fuck?
You got some bootleg shit or something.
Dude, it's a thing. I'm looking on the Googles right now.
Is it Canada or something? Tell me.
I mean, it doesn't exist anymore, but yeah, it might have been like, I don't know,
Oh,
for
I'm thinking of TV 14.
no, it was definitely PG-14.
So you guys remember the TV ratings? They had TV 14.
No.
Maybe.
NC-17.
So you're
Yeah,
confusing
but that's
TV
TV.
14. TV 14. Google
Okay.
TV.
But maybe for a second he might be right.
Well, he might be right, but I'm a fucking huge movie nerd. I
What
would
are
know
some
it.
not TV-14? I swear to God, it was like a
How long-
PG-14.
How long
Started
was it?
giving
if- or
fucking
did it
ratings
try to be a
on-
thing?
I
Yeah,
don't know.
and TV 14 was the whole like kind of edgy, almost PG-13 stuff that they would give like made for TV shows and riskier TV shows.
It was that and Y7, and then
It must
Why-
have been a
yeah.
Canadian. So as PG-14 isn't a rating in the U.S., however, it is a rating in most parts of Canada. Rogers.
I said that a minute ago. I was like, that sounds like some
Beasties.
weird. Sounds like some weird
Beasties.
Canadian
Beasties is
There's a
PG-14.
14A rating, no emission, blah blah.
PG-14. Yeah, that sounds like some dumb Canadian shit.
Yeah, so it might have been some like international movies or something. But I was like, I don't know why I like remember
You
that. like,
only
on
got
VHS age.
You only got Canadian
Dude,
VHS.
listen, my dad was a trucker. It could have happened, right?
Just watching like made-for-TV Canadian films.
Oh my god,
Just like,
goosebumps.
watch
Dude,
out for
Goosebumps
the.
scared me. The TV
Did you have
series.
to?
Yeah, well, it
Dude,
was.
Goosebumps
It
No,
was.
I mean the
creepy, dude.
intro. The
It
intro
was
with
scary. Just the
there was a-
dog.
yeah, the dog where his eyes like go away. I was just like scarred for life.
Dude, the fucking gnomes. The gnome episode used to creep
Oh
me out.
yeah, we watched that one time.
Yeah,
The fucking mannequin
just the
from
thought of
Mulan.
like gnomes chilling out in like nooks and backyards.
I'm a
It's like,
gnome.
"Ugh, I'm a gnome. Or there was Slappy. Slappy was the scariest fucking thing ever for me, dude.
The one I remember most is the one where like the dad like is like making like plants in his he has like a grow op in his fucking basement, and the plants like replace the dad, and the scariest thing is the dad just becomes like abusive to the
Oh
children.
God.
Remember that?
Yeah.
He's just
that
like,
was
you
mean.
kids better be quiet. And he's just being like a real dick. Like to me that like it just the tone of him was just like mad abusive, and I was just like, to me that's the scary part of that. Not that he's
Yeah.
replaced, it's just like that he's just like really like
Thinking that your parent can just be switched for this weird abusive.
it's just like, oh, the plants replaced him with just like he's like basically the same, but he's like abusive now to the kids.
I mean,
Yeah.
you sure I replaced him? I didn't just like infect his brain or
No,
something.
because they go down to the basement and they find like the real dad. I
Oh,
think.
the real dad.
I
That's
watched
kinda
that.
creepy.
I watched that at my friend's like birthday slumber party when we were like really young, and he was like a year older than me, so
Well,
like
that
I was
reminds
even
me.
younger. I was just like, oh god, I'm so scared.
Goosebumps
Alright.
books are still being
That one's-
written, too.
Yeah, that one's like
Really?
burned into my fucking memory.
Dude, that's funny you mentioned the sleepover thing because I remember in 1994, Dumb and Dumber came out, and I had a sleepover for my birthday party. Two of my best friends came over, and I begged my dad to let us rent Dumb and Dumber, and we rented Dumb and Dumber, and everything was going fine. My dad would like occasionally, check on the kids or whatever, and remember that scene in the movie where
I've never
he's
seen it.
imagining he's on a date with his girl that he likes. Jim Carrey's like imagining he's on a date and they're in a fancy restaurant and they're eating, and then like the chef comes over and he has to start fighting like the waiters and the waitresses, and then finally he fights that like Japanese cook or whatever, and he punches his fist in his chest and pulls out his beating heart as the guy like passes out backwards behind him. My dad walked in on that scene and was like, "What the fuck?" and made us turn off the movie and like not
What?
watch it. Yeah.
What a lame dad.
Well, Phoenix wasn't even
Yeah.
allowed to watch like TV, so it's no surprise.
I thought you were gonna say
Yeah.
he walked in on the part where he's like
I'm gonna
they like
split you
almost
like a
showed the
log.
girls knockers, but then they turned into like headlights.
That was the same scene, though. That was the same scene. He's imagining. He gets woken up from his daydream, thinking the girls' knockers are lights flashing him, and he wakes up from daydreaming while he's driving the fucking
Knockers.
dog van. But the same scene, I didn't get to that scene on later watchings. I did, But yeah, my dad walked in when he was fighting those guys, and he was like, "This is kind of violent." And then right then he punches through the chest of the fucking Asian dude and rips out his beating heart.
Wait,
And my
how
dad's
old were you at this point?
So it was 1994, so I think I was 7.
Oh yeah,
Dude,
I get it.
Yeah, I
I
get
used
it.
to watch Jurassic Park at like 4 years old. Like what?
Well,
Yeah,
Yeah.
but Dumb and Dumber is more like adult, where Jurassic Park is more just like, oh shit, scary monsters.
It's a,
Yeah,
it's a monster
dinosaurs.
movie. It's not. It's like a monster adventure movie, whereas Dumb and Dumber. But
Yeah.
anyways, that movie
Or
was
like
so.
Indiana Jones.
Yeah, we
Indiana
thought that
Jones
movie
They
is
was.
ripped
It
the
was
heart out as well.
yeah, it ripped the heart out, and the heart was even beating, and yeah, it
Yeah.
was.
I
I
never.
get why my dad did it, but
I've-
my friends were so pissed. They thought it was lame. In fact, we ripped it apart after
Lame
that.
James.
Yeah, dude.
Dude,
Buddy
I've.
Max and my buddy John. We didn't really hang out much after that.
You said it was. It's a Jim
That's
Crazy
me.
movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never
You've
seen
never
it.
seen Dumb and Dumber? Satchers, what the
What?
fuck kind of rock
hate
did you
Jim
live under when
Crazy.
you were a kid?
How?
Basically,
you have
just anything
weirdest
that
tastes.
isn't Jim Crazy.
Dude, Jim Crazy is the best.
I
though.
hate
Dude,
Jim
Jim
Crazy.
Crazy.
I hate
Why?
I
What
don't
about-
find
What
it
about
funny.
Truman Show?
Ace Ventura
He is
He's
funny.
Were you a
okay.
fucking like?
Dude, Ace
Or-
Ventura,
He's a good
dude.
serious actor too.
to like
Yeah.
my whole.
I prefer
life, and that's
serious
first.
stuff over the.
Truman Show's top 5.
It's
Yeah.
no. Truman Show's like
I
top
like
like 1,000 for me.
What do you mean?
Dude,
Oh.
Ace Ventura.
I mean, it's like a
dude,
good movie, but it's
When,
not.
yeah,
Like,
when nature calls, so good.
so
the
good.
snaky scene, I die laughing every fucking time. It's
Well,
Okay, Satchers.
I'd watch-
hilarious.
Who was your
Line
biggest
is
movie?
absolutely.
I'd
love
watch I'd watch like Ace Ventura at Friends, and I just like wouldn't laugh the entire time.
it. Oh man.
The
I
one
get-
is
Oh,
funny
I'm-
as
medication.
dude.
I'm in a
No, yeah.
I'm in a
Stick in the mud,
rhino's
Satchers,
butt.
over
One's still
here.
funny.
Oh, I'm in a rhino's
two.
butt. It's so gross. Isn't that funny?
It's hilarious.
No.
Dude,
When
it is
that
good.
scene used to
Giving
make
birth.
me fucking cry laughing. Are you
Yeah.
kidding me?
Yeah, I
So
don't. Like,
good.
it's not my kind.
And then he gets like stuck in it and he's trying to squeeze out.
Yeah.
His air conditioning breaks, I think, and he's
Yeah.
just it's like so hot.
Don't mind me. I'm just a
And then his door's
curious
stuck.
little rhino.
No, it's giving birth, honey.
Yeah.
And he's like,
Oh, it's
oh.
gonna
Cry. Like,
You guys are giving me
Vomits up.
PTSD.
Oh, and it's like,
Okay, so if
thanks
you were
for
into
the
Jim
free
Carrey-
parking.
what '90s comedies did you like? If you weren't into,
I
like, Jim
wasn't
Carrey
into
and shit?
comedy in '90s. I was.
He's a
No.
fucking boring
Child.
kid. He wouldn't
Never
laugh.
laughed as a child.
He
So you
would have
didn't
to
like to
watch-
laugh?
No, I just
Still
watched
doesn't.
like
His dad
cartoons and
wouldn't let him
shit
laugh.
in
My
the
parents were
90s.
We
overbearing,
had
and
to
they
study economics.
Like I can't even think of any '90s movies. What's a good '90s comedy?
Batman for not
Batman?
Boy,
Ace Ventura. 2.
Batman forever.
Yeah, I didn't.
Billy
Oh,
Madison.
yeah, I didn't. I
Uh,
didn't
No.
watch
Happy
either of those.
Madison's
more.
fucking trash.
Liar,
Happy
liar,
Gilmore-
liar, liar was good.
Happy
Liar,
Gilmore
liar,
is better than
Which one is that?
Billy Madison for sure.
Oh, dude, Cable Guy.
Cable Guy.
Cable Guy.
I didn't watch adult comedy movies when I was like,
Black
nine.
Sheep,
Same.
dude.
like I just watched like.
They were rated PG-13, dude. They weren't fucking adult comedy.
Yeah, PG-14,
Listen,
dude.
my mommy
yeah.
never let me
True.
watch them until I was of age.
I just didn't. We just didn't watch them. Like I just.
No,
didn't
my
care.
my mom.
Actually, my mom.
form of love was buying us movies and DVDs, and that was it. Like she'd be like, "Here's your new DVD," and that's
It should
that.
close
Yo.
your door.
Awesome,
And
dude.
she'd
That sounds
close the
rad.
door.
Yo,
That
who else?
sounds rad. My parents would
who-
barely let me watch TV and movies.
I didn't get
Who
to
else
watch
had,
TV. I only got
uh,
to watch the movies she bought.
That's what
so
I had. We had a
mostly,
huge
like,
movie collection
Disney.
growing up.
I went to my grandma's and she had like all the Ace Venturas and Major Pain.
Wow,
love
Major
Major
Pain's
Pain.
so
Major
good.
Damon
Pain,
Wayans. Yeah.
Love Major
Insane.
Pain.
I
I
saw
was,
the.
I was the same, mobile. I had access to movies, but not TV. My mom would always go,
Yeah.
"TV's the devil."
I saw the
Crack my
mask.
brain.
I hate the mask.
Yeah, Winifred.
Dude, the mask. I remember
That's what the
liking
point
that.
of the mask is.
True.
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 Who else had Netflix when it was?
You know
mailing?
what? The
Dude,
my favorite
I
Jim
did.
Crazy movie
I
is
did.
Sonic the Hedgehog.
True.
Nobody saw that.
I saw it.
I had
I did.
Netflix. So I got Netflix like right when I started college, right? I had a job and I was like, well, I'm watching all this anime. I'm going to do the DVD delivery service because my neighbors have had it for years and they love it.
Smart. That's smart.
And I signed up for like the 2 at a time movies. And as soon as I sent it back, they'd send me 2 more. And I was like, this
My
is the greatest
parents
thing
my
ever.
parents were hard
Yeah.
on that, and then they would just burn all the movies.
Oh my God.
Yeah, my dad and I would rent movies, and we literally had like a DVD
Yeah,
case.
same.
We did that,
full
but
of
with
burned
VHS
movies.
tapes. We would, yeah, that's cool. But yeah, my dad would bust out the double head fucking VHS tape and like we'd copy VHSs.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude,
We
oh.
didn't copy VHSs, but we ripped like Saturday morning cartoons at my dad's house after my
That's
parents got
smart.
divorced.
Yeah,
I feel like VHS
And
is maybe they
the-
might be more expensive.
What was it? The Power Ranger Ooze movie. I had that shit on VHS, man.
Ooze.
Like ripped it straight onto their commercials and everything. I watched it till that tape wore out, like 4 years later.
Jesus.
I had the Tailspin collection growing up on VHS, and I fucking loved it. I still love it.
Dude, when I was a kid, I remember the Rocket Power movie came out on TV. And I was like,
Dude.
holy shit, dude, this
Burned
is
it on VHS.
next level. So I recorded it on VHS, but I didn't know that it was one of my dad's first football games.
Oh, no.
He
It
was,
was gonna be like a
No.
wedding video.
F.
he was so upset about it.
I bet he was so pissed. but
We
it's
are
one of those things-
riders.
Oh,
Relive my glory days.
Glory days of
It's one of those
race.
things where like you can't hurt your kid about it or like beat it. You know what I mean? It's like gotta live
Yeah,
with
it's
it.
I
just
mean,
like
to be fair,
stupid fucking kids.
he 100 like every dad that had his wedding video on VHS like taped a football game over it on accident. Like,
True.
That's such a common '90s thing. It's like, oh
oh
no!
shit, it's an unlabeled tape. Better put
Oh,
it in.
my wife.
It's either porn or my wedding video.
You know what? I'm gonna give a hot.
All your
Not-
takes are hot takes, Satchel.
the majority of '90s comedies were not good. It was
That's such a dumb take.
it was all like
That's the
Adam. It was
dumbest
all like Adam Sandler and fucking
No.
Jim Crazy movies.
Only the Adam Sandlers were Adam Sandlers.
Yeah,
SNL
but
movies were huge.
the top-
Take
the-
any fucking great SNL actor.
the biggest.
Well, I mean,
the
that's just
biggest.
because you Google search it.
The biggest.
Of course,
Mike
they're gonna show
Myers,
those
Talk
ones.
about the
David
most
Spade,
popular
Chris
ones.
Farley, fucking you name it. Like
I like-
Chris Farley was still going. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
He
I
didn't die
don't
till
I don't
97,
I don't
right?
mind like Black Sheep and them, but I don't only really like them like later when I was in like
Dude,
co-
Hocus Pocus,
high school.
fantastic.
Hocus.
Hocus
Love
Pocus a comedy?
Hocus Pocus
well,
isn't.
kinda.
I literally I googled '90s comedy movies. And
Hocus Pocus is like
came
a
I mean,
up.
that's what
Disney
everyone's
movie. I don't
How
think
It
of
is,
Hocus.
it is
We
Disney,
should
but it's
watch
also
that. We
great.
should watch that on Have a
I don't
Laugh.
think
That was
Hocus
good.
Pocus as a comedy movie.
One
Really.
of Megan's favorite
Totally is,
Disney.
dude. It's a Disney comedy.
I mean, I get. Okay, sure. Then I like Hocus Pocus.
I'll
Oh,
do it
actually-
next fucking
Yeah,
Wednesday.
Mystery Men is probably my top '90s comedy.
Dude, Small
That says
Soldiers.
a lot about you.
Small
Small
Souls.
Small
Yeah, that's a good movie,
Soldiers,
dude.
That was a
had
fucking good one.
all
That's
the
a good
toys
movie.
for Small Soldiers.
No, American
All
Pie
of
was
them.
'90s.
Dude, I wish I had the toys for Small
Holy
Soldiers.
shit, yeah.
I feel like
it came
American
out-
Pie was the end of '90s.
When did that
yeah.
come out? Was it,
Yeah,
like
it was in
around
the
the
90s.
holidays? I don't.
It was like
1998. I don't know what the
Yeah, but
release
what
date of it
date? Yeah.
I mean,
Doesn't tell
okay,
you the
what's a good one that isn't fucking
originally.
what's a good one that isn't Adam Sandler, Jim Crazy,
Office
or...
Space.
Big
Okay,
Lebowski.
well, yeah, but did you watch Office Space in the
July 10th.
'90s? I did.
No.
I watched it later and I love it, but
Office Space
Also
and
Big
both
Lebowski.
rated R. Those are
Big
rated R.
Lebowski?
yeah, I mean, I love both those movies.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
I
I
didn't watch them
no,
when
we
I
didn't-
was I didn't watch them when
I
I was
agree.
8 years old.
No,
Yeah, I wouldn't have got
Mystery
the
Men?
humor anyways.
Yeah, I like Mystery Man. I said that.
Oh man.
What else? Rush Hour? Rush Hour was pretty good.
Yeah,
Oh,
actually,
I've got a
I
good
like
one.
Rush Hour. I watched
I've
Rush
got a
Hour.
good one.
How?
I've got a good one.
What's a good one?
Kung
2000.
Pao,
Yo,
I have
I
on
have a good one
DVD.
that meets Satra's
How did-
criteria.
how did it
Heavyweights
beat
with Ben Stiller and all those fat kids.
Oh, I
Oh.
I like.
that?
Yeah, I watched that one. That
Yeah,
was
that was a
good.
good one.
Was a good one, and it didn't have Jim Crazy or Adam Sandler.
I was more of a
Yeah,
Ben.
fucking-
We were more of a Ben Stiller fan.
Yeah, that
Oh.
makes sense because
Household.
Heavyweights and fucking Zoolander and all and Mystery Men were all fucking. Ben
Zoolander
Stiller
was
movies.
big in my household too.
Half
Oh,
baked.
But
Jingle All
that
the
was
Way.
2000s.
Galaxy
Jingle All the Way,
Quest.
that's a
Oh,
good one.
Galaxy
Wow,
Quest.
we
so
talked
good.
about
Sinbad.
Jingle All the Way before. Sinbad.
Oh,
Never
okay. I
watched
actually have
any
another
of
one that I
this.
just caught
Never
off the top
heard
of my
of
head.
Men in
Sinbad.
Men in
Brendan
Black.
Fraser and Pauly Shore in Encino Man.
Never
Jumanji.
watched Encino Man.
I didn't watch that when I was a child.
no,
No.
Still haven't watched it.
Pauly Shore comedies like fucking Ennio.
I don't even know who Pauly Shore is.
It's the guy from Jersey Shore.
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh, I love him. He's got the big hair.
Yeah.
Yeah, 90s movies. Miss Doubtfire.
True.
Oh, Sandlot. I like Sandlot.
Robin
Yeah,
Williams.
I forgot one of the
yeah.
most like comedic geniuses.
That is
George.
yeah, that is
Wayne-
George
Wayne's
John
World.
Williams. Holy shit.
Yeah, I mean, I like Wayne's World, but I didn't watch it back then.
Galaxy Quest.
Yeah.
Dude, I watched that when
I
I
don't
was a
know,
kid.
what is
Like I would
Galaxy
dance to it
Quest?
when I was a kid.
Galaxy Quest was a
Quest is-
good one.
I watch
The
more
one with,
kids
like,
movies,
Mountain
like fucking.
and,
I watch like Space Jam, Bugs Life, that kind
Dude,
of shit.
Muppet Treasure Island. That was
Yeah,
freaking
that was a good
hilarious.
one.
I
One of the
love
best
that
Treasure
movie, dude.
Islands.
I wasn't.
had
I
that.
wasn't
I-
17 like Phoenix in the 90s. Okay.
Okay.
Dude,
I watched
James and the Giant
children's.
Peach.
Yeah,
That was a-
James and the
James
Giant
Giant
Peach.
Peach is
Kinda
like one of my
holler.
favorites all time.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like I watched a lot. I watched a lot of those like
The Rhino scared
younger
me.
movies.
The Rhino was scary.
And James and the
Ants,
Giant
A Bug's
Peach.
Life.
But yeah, like he
Yeah.
comes through the clouds and stuff.
Oh.
Yeah, that
Dude.
scene scared me when they were chilling on
Yeah,
the beach
Ants
and the
was
rhino
sick.
shows up.
Ants is great.
That
Oh,
gave me nightmares.
I'm a bug boy. I love bugs.
The
so.
Parent Trap.
Parent Trap was good. Wasn't that like a made for Disney movie though? If it was,
I don't
How about
know.
this?
I
Those
feel like I
John-
watched it all the time, just on TV.
Those Jonathan
I
Taylor
mean-
Thomas movies.
Who?
Yeah. What did he play?
Man of the House and fucking what was another one?
The one where he comes from like the jungle.
Yeah,
Jungle
Jungle
all
to
the way.
Jungle to Jungle.
Jungle to jungle. Yeah, yeah.
Jungle all the way.
Yeah,
All
I
the
knew it
way.
wasn't that.
I feel like you guys are just making up movies now.
Dude,
The
Tetris, we're
90s were
totally not.
crazy
You're just a
times.
fucking like hermit
Yeah,
who didn't
Tim
like.
Allen was
Yeah, I
like
didn't do anything in the
a
90s.
stock trader, and his wife lived like in the jungle, and his son came to live in the city.
My parents didn't let me watch many adult things because
True.
when I was 2, I used to swear like a sailor in front of all my.
Way.
Oh
we were
my
they're
God,
watching they're watching
so
like
good.
when I was 2, like my whole family, and I mean like whole family, like my grandma, etc. They're all watching like Murphy Brown on TV, and they said like bitch in an episode, and I go, Mom, did you hear that? They said fucking bitch. You said you're not supposed to say fucking bitch, but she said fucking bitch. And my mom's just like, I don't remember them saying fucking. But she was just like,
How
so
does he know this word?
she was just so embarrassed in front of the whole family because I just kept swearing.
It's the funniest thing. when
So I
you
got kind of
swear.
I got kind of pushed down into the kids. You're okay. No more watching anything adult for a while.
Yeah.
Yo, what about Coneheads?
True, I watched
Wasn't
that.
that?
That was a
Hoot
good
and
one.
My dad
Hog?
was a fan of the sketch.
Coneheads.
I remember Epic Nar came to class in 4th grade with a cone head on, and he was just like, he just had a cone head the whole day, and he was so into cone heads.
Why? That's such a weird thing to be so into.
Epic Nar would come into school every day with just some wacky thing, like that. Like he just has some wacky thing that he'd bring in every day. Like he was into like you know, he had like the Heelys and all that shit. Like
Bro,
Nice.
I remember.
I wish I
Heelys.
did.
Dude, there's a girl at my
Yeah, same.
school that had Heelys, and it looks so fun just to go down the hallway. in
Bro,
them.
I had a pair of Heelys.
What about okay?
Yeah.
Heelys were cool, but what about you guys remember soaps?
I was
yeah,
not cool.
obviously.
What soaps?
No,
yeah.
what?
Everyone
Don't
knows
know
Soap
what it
shoes?
is.
That thing you wash your hands
The
with?
one thing Satros does though.
Yeah, everyone would just grind on rails, dude.
Oh,
Yes,
the
didn't-
grind.
Yeah, the
Oh,
grind
okay. I
shoes.
know.
I didn't know
yeah,
what they were called.
That's like literally in
Soap shoes.
like 6th grade, all we would do is like run out. 6th grade. All we would do is during like our recess free time outside was that we would just run at walls and try to like jump up them and jump on like rails and shit.
Dude,
So
nice.
Like that's literally all we did. There wasn't
True.
there wasn't anything else going on. Just people running
Nah.
at walls and shit.
You just have this empty fucking
You gotta try to
recess area. You gotta do something.
you gotta try to
Yeah, we would bring our
Good freeze
pogs to
tag.
school, play pogs.
see how much you can walk on the wall before you fall off. Like
Or
you know,
just
like
run
wall
around
run.
saying you're too slow.
I don't
We
think
had-
I've ever seen anybody actually wear soaps. I think I only saw the ad for it.
Oh, everyone did back in. It literally hit its height during the like Sonic, like adventure battle era. And
I only had moon shoes.
I don't think it's
Dude.
because of Sonic. I think
Moon
Sonic
shoes.
just co-opted them. Dude, moon shoes
Yeah,
were
moon
a
shoes are
joke.
shit.
Dude, they
Moon
were
shoes did not work at all, dude.
Yeah, they were garbage. You buy a trampoline.
Yeah, they were
yeah.
sucked.
Dude,
Moon-
Like, I begged-
trampolines were.
I
Moon
begged my
shoes-
parents to get a trampoline because I fucking tried my friends' moon shoes. I was like, these suck. And then trampolines became big, and we
Yeah.
bought one at Costco, and then we had it for like 20 years.
Trampolines are
Yeah.
awesome. Moon shoes
It's all
They
silly
are.
fucking
games
suck
until
though.
You play like crack the egg on the trampoline. You get launched off of it. Just land
Break
on
your,
the
col-
dirt.
break your
Boosting
collarbone. or your
somebody's
arm.
Pretty
jump.
sure you have a concussion, but your parents are like, "You're fine." You're fine.
Boosting somebody's jump is like the funnest thing ever.
Yeah, they just go like 20 feet
True.
in the air.
Yeah.
They're like,
Brother-
they start
yeah.
crying.
Yeah, my older brother and older cousin would be like, "Hey, come get boosted," and I'd be like, "Yeah," until I'm like 30 feet in the air. I'm just like, "Fuck!" Well, obviously.
Yeah,
Be
that's
like-
why we played Crack the Egg.
Yeah,
I feel like
trampolines
got
are awesome.
boosted. Once I got boosted while I was like landing on my ass, and it
Oh,
just
yeah.
made me like go
It'll fuck
flying
you up.
backwards
Yeah.
off the trampoline.
Yeah.
Man,
I
they're-
was like, oh,
trampolines are
fuck.
dangerous.
Trampolines are so dangerous, but
dangerous,
also
yeah.
so fun.
Yeah.
and
10
and
kids
and
would
they're
get a
like
trampoline.
good exercise.
I
So-
one time I was
Yeah.
at my friend's house and I was like, "Yo, I'm gonna power flip," and then I just like
Landed
tried
on
to
your
make
neck.
something up, and I started flipping and like wasn't getting around enough, so I landed on my neck and my knee went into my face, and I lost my like
Oh.
front big tooth. Thank God it was
no.
a baby. It was a baby
Oh,
tooth
okay.
still. Thank God.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
you're
Phew,
lucky.
I was like,
I
"Damn."
was like, "Oh
that's-
fuck."
That's awesome.
Yeah, Nar had a trampoline, and me, him, and his sister would just play on it like constantly.
I
We
had
would
one
play
too.
fight nonstop.
Dude, Malachi and I would just actually beat the shit out of
Yeah.
each other.
Yeah, we would actually fight.
There was
I have
no
a-
trade.
trampoline.
Let me find young Phoenix on a trampoline. I have a picture. I know somewhere.
It's honestly,
Oh yeah, it's a classic picture.
it's honestly like surprising anyone who has a trampoline just didn't like split their head open and die.
True.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I wonder
Well,
how many
that's why you had the
people-
lawn around.
I wonder how many people tried to sue the people who made
Oh,
the
Or you
trampoline.
could-
Well, that's why they make them with those
Like
nets
flower
now,
garden.
so you don't fall off. But
Yeah.
I feel like
Those are
they're, I feel like they're
just
still
so people get
dangerous as
tangled in
fuck.
You
those
can
and
launch
shit.
like over
Yeah.
the nets 100%.
Yeah, you can easily just fucking jump over them.
Yeah.
Right.
The-
Well,
the
I
weirdest
mean,
thing
you
was
can,
getting
but
off the
if you're
trampoline
like
and trying to
5, you
jump.
can't.
Yo,
Yeah.
uh,
You're just like, I can't go anywhere.
I can't
check it
jump
out.
anymore.
When
Young
those places
Phoenix
like
on the right.
like
those
dangerous because it's
indoor
like on a
trampoline
hill.
parks- Oh yeah, that's good.
That's
good.
my best friend Brant is center. He's looking right at the camera. He died in 2000.
Yo, look at you
Or-
safe with the
Oh,
blue thing
Rip.
to cover the
Sorry, not
springs.
F.
Yeah,
I didn't
right?
have that shit, dude. You would like jump.
It was just
you
pure
come
spring.
down
Who's
wrong,
going
and you
left?
just go one leg through.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
went
yeah,
through
yeah.
it. My
Yeah.
parents.
Roll
I-
I
off.
hated that feeling. That was the
I don't know
worst fucking
how
feeling.
old would you say I was on the right? Like 6?
I don't know.
Like
yeah.
Brant was 1 year older than me, so I must have been like 7 or something.
You look
But yeah,
12.
that's fair enough.
Oh, what a
Nice.
time, man.
At
What a
12, he
time.
looks fucking 7.
I don't know. You look old. You look tall.
What are you talking about? I'm the shortest person in that photo.
Are you?
Yo, look how much
Yeah,
hair you
he's the
gained.
one on the
Wait.
right.
Oh, right.
No, I'm on the left.
Oh,
dude, I'm
yeah.
Right.
You look like you're 5.
I was probably like 6 or 7. That was short for my age, but yeah, you're 100% right. But yeah, that was our tramp, dude. Fucking, we had that thing. I remember I threw a party senior year, and we still had it, and we all got drunk. We're like, let's go hang out on the trampoline, and we're just fucking like, we're like jumping around. Nobody got hurt, thankfully. But yeah,
My first memory in life involves a trampoline. Actually, like
What? You were like born on a trampoline?
kinda.
Describe
I
it
was
for us.
so I was like 2 years old. My parents like took me to Cape Cod.
What?
Cause well, like my whole family would go to Cape Cod every year back then.
Okay.
And like I was like 2. I was like and my parents took me to this like trampoline place, and the trampolines were like in the ground.
Oh, okay.
and
yeah,
then-
yeah.
And then there was like corners that were just completely open, because this was like 92, so there wasn't any safety. And I was like, oh, there's cool rocks. Like I remember just thinking like oh shit, there's cool rocks, because there was like those like cool smooth rocks like underneath. Like they're
Yeah.
just rocks, but they're smooth. So then I like crawled.
Like river stones?
Yeah. So then I just like crawled in the hole underneath the thing and was just like looking at rocks and
Sick.
shit. And my parents like flipped out because they weren't looking, and then they just thought I had been like taken, and they were like traumatized from it. So
oh
like,
my god.
so I think that's why I like remember it, because because I remember just thinking, oh look, a corner and rocks, and then just like them like flipping
yelled
out,
at.
dude. Like
When I was.
I mean,
a
I don't think they
kid-
really yelled at me because I was like 2. Like, I mean, I didn't really know
Yeah.
shit.
Everyone's
But
first
they were
memories
just
go
they were just so fucking.
Of what? I couldn't
of your
hear
life.
where
First
everyone-
memory of your
Of,
life. Everyone go.
going missing. When I was a kid, I decided to play hide and seek, but I didn't tell my parents. So I hid in the garage.
Ha.
And there was like this couch that was like hidden behind like a board.
Wait, you just
Kind of
hid?
thing. I just like
You weren't playing with
hit
anyone?
and then fell asleep.
Oh.
And then my parents called the cops. thinking,
Oh,
like,
no.
That's very
Wait, is that your
good.
first memory or just a time where they couldn't find you?
That is a really early memory. I don't know
Yeah.
if it's my first
How old do
memory,
you
but
think?
I must have been like 4.
Mine was when I was about 2. I was traumatized. My dad came home and my mom locked the door because they were fighting, and he had a mag light. And he bashed it against the door until it opened, and she scooped me up and called the cops and ran down the street, like
Jesus
escaping
Christ.
him. And I remember like the sound of like sirens and red lights and like my mom running from the
Jesus.
house.
That's scary.
Yeah,
Intense.
that's when my parents got divorced.
I guess everyone's fucking first memory is just trauma.
Mine was
Mine was
trauma.
trauma. Yeah, I was about. I
Mine
was about
wasn't.
2 years old.
Mine's
I'll
way
never
more.
forget it.
My first memory is sitting on a vacuum cleaner, like riding it around.
Okay, that's pretty
Nice.
sick.
That's awesome.
Like one of those
Are
old,
you
like,
fucking Rugrats?
How old?
Isn't
How
that
old?
from the
Basically, like,
Rugrats intro?
True.
maybe yeah, it's like one of those
That's where
like
he got
super
it.
old ones that's like 4 little wheels and like
Oh,
like
yeah,
Grand
yeah.
Moms or something. And you like pull it around or whatever, and I was sitting on top of it, getting pulled around, wearing little cowboy boots.
Dude,
That's
I think
awesome.
yeah, I actually think I
Yeah,
used
it is
to
from
do that
Rugrats.
too,
Nice
now that I think about
Electrolux.
it.
Yeah. I assume I hadn't seen Rugrats at the point because I was maybe 2 or 3, so that would have been 93 or 94.
I mean, Rugrats was around.
Yeah,
then,
we
I
didn't
think.
have cable though,
Oh,
so
okay.
Mine was 2 years old. We went to Disney World, and I guess my family went to see a stunt show, like an Indiana Jones stunt show.
Mhm.
And I just remember there being like a huge explosion, and I could just feel the heat on my face. And that was
Wait.
that's like literally the first memory that I
Oh,
have.
the
It's just, like,
heat.
an
Wait.
explosion.
It's
And I
like
just started
the
crying 'cause it was, like, the
4D
I have a
shit.
scariest thing.
I have a
No,
question.
it was
Like
real
two-
though. It was real.
I have a question.
What's
Could
what I mean?
could you be confusing
Yeah.
that show with the Waterworld show at Universal Studios? Because they didn't have
or
that at Disney.
the backdraft.
Or Backdraft.
I just know there was an explosion in like a fake building, and I just like felt the heat on
Dude,
my
he
face.
saw the Backdraft. He saw Backdraft.
Yeah,
and
dude.
Dude, that's crazy.
Yeah.
I saw the
My-
same
my
thing.
first
I saw
memory
it
ever is
too,
Backdraft.
man.
But I was like 6 or 7, so I remember
was
it better
much
than
older.
you.
True,
I
I guess.
You're what, you're 30 or
17
29?
or 16.
Yeah, I was born in
thought.
90.
What if you guys were at the same show?
Dude, imagine.
G-Bombs, how old were you?
I was 2 then.
Or
Oh, wow.
when were you born?
90.
Oh, okay, so you're same age as Satros. Yeah, dude, I bet you saw either the Backdraft or the
He's
Waterworld
so
live action
excited.
show.
Yeah, they both had a
He's
pirate
so
technique, yeah. What's
No, because
crazy
I
is
saw the same thing around the same time, but I was a little bit
Yeah.
older. Yeah, like Roger's
I
like,
sat
Dude, you
right
were
next
there.
to each other.
You were you were in the.
imagine we were there in like summer of '93 or something.
Sitting
like,
right beside each other.
You never know.
yeah, it was kind of like that, but it was square.
Yeah.
Tetris. Yeah. The I saw Backdraft, but it was in the Universal in California in like 2008. It was still
Okay.
like there, and it was
They had
so
it-
hot, and it, like the floor
Yeah.
fucking shit. Yeah, it was
And
intense.
the flames were
Were
shooting.
you at the
out.
one in
Waterworld was
Orlando,
still
Phoenix?
there.
What's that?
Were you at the one in Orlando? I was in
yeah,
Florida. I was in the Florida one.
Okay, I might be confusing it with the Waterworld was definitely at the California one, so I
Yeah,
definitely got that wrong.
it was there. It might even still be there. I don't know. It was in 2009 at least.
What's your first memory, AP? AP?
9/11.
Cool.
What?
What's your first memory ever?
I think it was like I fell on my bike or something. I like
How old?
scraped my knee. Like 7-ish, something
Okay.
like that.
7. Damn, dude.
7's your first
Interesting.
memory?
Dude, I don't fucking.
No,
remember
that's
when it
that
was.
makes sense
My
because like
earliest memories.
I know some people who like can't remember shit, and then like
Yeah.
I'm just like, oh, I remember like mad stuff. I don't know. It's weird.
It's weird because when I was pretty young for a while, I lived in one house, but I don't remember that house at all. But when we moved, I remember that house. Like most of my memories there.
Nice.
I remember being dropped off at pre-K and
They
crying.
never came back.
Oh, I have
They
an
were like waving goodbye, and I was crying my fucking eyeballs out.
I
I
have an
remember pre-K was hype. We had
Yeah.
big wheels.
my pre-K was insane, but
I
Like-
liked it, but like the first
went to
day,
one in
I was
Pleasant
just
Valley.
like, I do not want to
Oh,
be
yeah.
left here.
my sisters went to that one. The one I went to,
G-Bombs, I posted a picture of that show. Check it out.
the one that
Nah, it wasn't it.
the
I
one-
remember- I'll see if I can find what it was.
the pre-K that I went to was like dangerous.
you
Like I
mean?
told us before, like they were like too like 90s environmental conscious that like we would make ornaments out of like like we would melt plastic bottles on like hot plates and then put like
What?
sprinkles in them to make as
That's degen as
to make as ornaments for like Christmas.
fuck.
So we just have like 3-year-olds and 4-year-olds like breathing in like plastic fumes.
It's like coffee.
Just
like,
melting.
Okay.
Imagine even just melting plastic
Yeah.
inside. That
That
sounds
sounds
so
very bad,
so bad. And then also
That's
we had
horrible.
these like giant blocks and like wood planks that we could build forts out of, but they were just pieces of wood. So like you knock them over and everyone would just get hit in the head with like a 2x4. And
What
like
the fuck?
yeah, it was actually kind of weird. And also there was a time where there was a bear outside and they had to come and shoot it. And then they like tranquilized
Pranked
it.
it.
Okay.
And then I was in the newspaper saying that it was smelly.
What a good clip.
Oh yeah, I remember you telling me
Somebody-
about
Yeah,
Yeah,
I've told this before.
that fucking smelly bear story.
I also have another good time where I was lost and my parents got pissed. This was like when I was a little older. Basically, me and these 2 older kids were like, basically we went into the woods to find the Unabomber.
Oh my
What?
God.
That's so cursed.
Yeah, so we're walking like through like all these like woods near the creek. Like I don't even know where my house is at this point. And there's like these like weird like things set up in the woods, and they're like, I remember there was like, it was like this like there's just like a string in the wood or something like that, and the lore was like, oh, if you walk across that string, like if you cross it, it'll like cut your head off or something, like invisible. Like I don't know. We were doing some like fucking woods shit, and then my dad like I guess like somehow found me like in the woods, and he was so mad because he thought I was like gone, I guess. Also,
We always used to hang out in the woods.
Well,
that's like what was
I
all
had
around.
a woods behind my house, but this one was like we had veered deep into the woods, into like where like the creek was and shit.
True.
Like it was we
I had
could
a
have easily
cliffside.
gotten lost.
I had a cliffside cave that you could climb into.
That's
near my house.
scary.
It
Well,
was super sketchy.
it's like it's cool, but also I feel like where you live, there's just gonna be like bears or something in there.
Yeah, it was,
It's gonna
it's
be
pretty
Jafar with his dangly
Or,
teeth.
or
Yeah.
well, that too. Or
True.
you like fall into like fucking like Devil's Club that are super spiny or something.
How to make sure Phoenix doesn't go into the cave? Tell him Jafar's. in it.
I mean, it wasn't Jafar though.
Jafar's-
It was Jafar disguised.
Possessing a homeless man.
Yeah, possessing a homeless guy.
For once, my friends and I went into the woods, and we went like really deep into the woods, and we found like this crashed like it looked like a race car, like it was painted like
Hmm.
had like
You've got
the
my
race
interest.
car painted on it. And it was all like smashed to bits and like burned, or like
That's
somebody
based.
died
Probably
here.
it's probably someone that just like brought in a rundown car for like target practice for shooting or something.
No, but it was like crashed. Like it
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Like,
Like they
as if
crashed the
they
car and
got
then they brought it
speed.
into the woods to shoot at it. You know what I mean?
No, I mean like the pieces were scattered as if it crashed. There, like off the path.
So someone just brought it into the woods and fucking beat it up, so the parts fell off.
I guess.
There are a lot of random ass like cars in the woods.
Yeah.
Like
That's totally
I wonder
true.
how many
There's a
cars
bunch.
are in the woods. Like
Yeah, I
At
found one
my-
a couple
Whole
years
United
ago
States.
when I went
at
out
my
hunting.
college, there's like there was like a nature preserve, and in the nature preserves, there's just like this is like in like a fucking mountain in the woods, and there's just like a broken down car, and it's just everyone's just like, how did this even get here?
Yeah, I found one at the bottom of the cliff, like this van.
oh god.
Oh,
That's
F.
kind of
It was
scary.
actually no, it was probably just Vin Diesel.
True.
He's probably
Jumped it
just
off the
like
cliff or something.
he's probably
He
like
jumped
just
out and
ripped the
grabbed onto
door
a
off.
helicopter.
He's like, we gotta catch that train.
no, he doesn't even do that in the movies. He'll just go off a cliff and be like, Oh,
And
this
turn
is
the
gonna
door off
this is gonna
and
hurt
just
for
walk
2
away.
seconds. I remember there's one movie where he goes off a cliff and he puts his arm over the girl next to her.
Oh yeah. He
Yeah.
He just puts his arm out. and
Oh
then
yeah,
that
that'll
saves her.
protect you off going on like a huge cliff, and they like brutally go down it too. It's just and he's fine because he's Vin Diesel.
Yeah, he's strong.
I think he gives her a helmet too before they go off. So,
Or he
Like
says,
in the
"Buckle
air.
up,
yeah.
buckle up."
Yeah, I'm gonna need my seatbelt for this one. Drives off a cliff.
Just fucking spins his tires and then
Yeah.
drives off the cliff.
Crazy.
Doesn't he always spin his tires like every time he? in the car,
Sometimes,
too.
yeah.
Dude, don't you?
Yeah,
Like every car he's ever driven just happens to be like rear wheel drive.
yeah.
Every time I get in my Firebird and it's warmed up, I just do a fat fucking burnout before I go anywhere.
You would. You would.
Of course I would. Why
It's
wouldn't you,
degen.
dude? You have 340.
Because you're gonna
horsepower.
ruin the road by making
he
it
ruins
all
his
gross.
tires.
Oh, I ruined the tires, dum dum.
Yeah, but doesn't it make a mark on the road?
Oh, it's not ruining the road.
Dude,
It's
you
called what in the
you
racing
sh-
industry. It's what we call getting the road rubbered in. It's where the rubber ingrains itself into the fucking road, and it becomes stickier and grippier. Because
If you don't live next to a drag strip.
I mean, I'm just kidding. I don't go
Any
burn
road
out
near
every time
Phoenix
I
is a
get my
drag
Phoenix, you should pay higher taxes. That's all I'm saying.
I do. Yeah, there's a special no, I'm just kidding.
Is this real, AP? Overwatch team comes up with bold, somber skin based on AOC's. There's no way.
No.
Am I living in a
No.
simulation?
Can't be
What?
Like
true.
a simulation.
It's
true.
a pretty reliable
True.
Dextero. So,
Serto.
You guys see
Oh,
that
this
clip
looks
on
like-
LSF where Destiny was like, "Yeah, I went on a date with AOC or whatever."
No, yeah, in his dream.
Yeah.
Oh, what does this say? Whack the rich, or hack the rich. Okay.
Tax.
yeah. I mean, it makes sense for
Yeah.
her
whack the
character,
whip.
but
Oh, hacked.
still
right,
kinda
yeah, yeah.
weird.
True. It's
I wish it was
they're desperate for anything to get them away from all the sex scandals.
Yeah, absolutely.
They're like, look, guys, we did this.
see, we believe you should tax the rich, right?
Hack the rich or whatever.
Whack the rich.
Whack
But
off
what
the rich.
I don't understand with the stories I'm hearing from Blizzard is like, why the fuck would anybody stay there? If you just have like a drunk CEO and just walk around.
'Cause you have
being
to,
like,
Why
"Okay,
would you
suck
stay
my
at
dick."
Blizzard, a high-paying company that's very popular?
Because you have to eat food and live.
Apply
Yeah.
somewhere else, Jesus. If you're working
Oh,
for Blizzard,
Let me just
Yeah,
pull
you're-
out my
that's-
job hat and jump into a job cannon
just
Yeah,
go
to
work
a
at a
field of
fucking
trees.
mine.
And
That's
Just
victim.
Jobs
work
growing
at a mine,
jobbies.
That's what I did.
Just victim blaming it. Yeah, just go down to the mine in your
Just go
town.
the fucking
Your
pit.
local mine.
Just go to your
let me
local
give up my
mine
job
and
at
get a new
Blizzard
Go to
job.
the gold.
to work in the mines.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Do people even think? No, but
It's so
Nah,
weird to, I don't know.
it's
Not
so
even to
weirdly
mention, like, say you do quit and they're like, well, what happened with Blizzard? Oh, they were trying to sexually assault me.
Yeah.
Well, that can't be true. This person's crazy. Let's not hire them.
true. Or you think that workers would get together and be like,
They're also
well, I guess that's what they did.
Yeah.
That's what they did. They got together.
Right.
also a lot of other companies like fucking Riot are also have the same kind of toxic environment. So,
They totally did. Yeah, they had a lot, like multiple lawsuits and all this bull.
so like
Some dude just playing COD.
and there aren't
Honestly,
really
they go
that
like-
many giant game companies, to be honest. There's like them,
Happens
EA.
when nerds get successful.
Yeah. Honestly,
Abuse women.
don't give nerds.
When
I
anyone
only
gets
don't give anyone. No one should be successful.
Kill the rich.
Really,
Yeah,
any
nobody
selfish
should have
person
that
that's
power.
not successful.
I'm so sick of rich people, dude.
Hearing like about Jeff Bezos just like
I feel like
spending millions on just making a
Well, and
big
then
clock
Elon
in a
passing him
mountain.
as a Elon.
I feel like
passing him as the
Bezos
one-
and Elon are like they're like cartoonishly like
Yeah.
they're like cartoonishly like trying to push people into just becoming like communists.
True.
like if you actually want like people to be like, yeah, capitalism, blah blah, then you actually need to like toe the line of what's acceptable, you know. But if you're just like
still
being,
be a respectable person.
yeah, if you're just being like cartoonish, then people are just gonna like turn against everything, which is like
Yeah.
what's happening more and more.
Especially in today's cancel culture.
Yeah.
Where people are having a hard time getting jobs, and they're just watching people carve out mountains to put a big clock in it.
True.
They're just like, "Fuck you, dude." Go
I'm the
fuck
Time
yourself.
Lord.
I put a car in space. Cool.
Yeah.
I couldn't feed
Cool space junk.
myself tonight.
Yeah, that's super degen.
Yeah, it's just like billionaires flexing while people are just like
Trying to get by.
like trying to survive a fucking pandemic. They give them like
Yeah.
give you like $600 for like a year to survive on.
Or like how there's more empty houses built than there
Yeah.
are homeless people.
Right. It's
True.
all just like it's all artificial. Like there's no reason why anyone needs to be like there's no reason why anyone needs to lack food, shelter, or healthcare other than the fact that we just like designed it that way.
Tell that to my boomer coworkers.
Like it's
who are
not even like a socialism thing. We still have capitalism and still have like social programs like that. It's just like in today's society, like we can definitely live in a society like that and not.
Boomers start screeching like, I don't want to pay for somebody else's.
Dude,
some
all
already
those
do."
boomers probably pay like nothing in taxes too. They pay like
Literally.
they probably look at their tax and they probably pay like $5,000 a year. It's just like, yeah, you're putting a drop. You'll probably get more in than you get out.
Literally.
It's just that the right's got them so fucking programmed to imagine that, like,
Yeah.
I'm paying for all the welfare, I'm paying for all the homeless, I'm paying for this and that. I don't want to pay for something, you know, and it just gets so worked up, and they just get all
Well,
pissed
when
off.
they like break down, like the graphs that break down like where your dollar goes, like each dollar of what you get taxed, you know.
It all
just-
goes to
They're just
Israel.
manipulated by
Yeah,
fucking...
all goes to the military.
Military.
Essentially.
Well,
Yeah, the military,
that's
yeah, 100%.
there's almost like a there's almost a shutdown today, and
Yep.
like mansion's like, yeah, I only accept like $1 trillion or something, and it's like the thing is it's like 3.5 trillion over like 10 years, which is like I don't know, I forget, it's like 300 billion or something a year. But then like the military budget's just like 800 billion every year.
It's crazy.
It's so big.
It's
It's
like,
so dumb.
We spend more on our military than most countries spend.
Spend
Just
period.
yeah.
End of
Spend
sen-
period.
Full stop.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's so fucking dumb, dude. Just fucking...
my hot take is that we can still spend that much on the military and
Totally
have
could.
other
Totally
stuff
could.
and have other stuff at the same
But
time.
Flint, Michigan can't have fucking water without lead in it. Like, I mean,
True.
we totally can. I get with you. I feel you, Satros, but if more people would pay their
Right.
fucking fair share.
Like the amount of money the U.S. government, like the deficit, like that number doesn't mean anything anymore.
No,
It
It's such a
doesn't.
large
Well,
number.
also people really don't understand how the economy works in general.
No,
Like they don't understand how the Fed works. Like most people are like, yeah, our money's backed by something. And then you're like, what's it backed by? They're like, gold, maybe? No, we don't do that
It
anymore.
hasn't been like that for a while.
It's all imaginary numbers.
Reddit? Yeah. Oh, there you
it's
go.
like
Yeah, we
it's like whose line it
Reddit
is
rules.
anyways. The rules are made up
maintain
and the
that
points don't
AAA.
matter.
Yeah, that AAA credit rating is all that keeps us going these days, and that's why. Everything...
I mean, it's
So
all
dumb.
just like, yeah, it's like we can like kind of print money, but then like,
Literally.
but it's like you don't want to print. It's like you don't want to print too much, or then your currency gets deflated and you have other economic problems because of it. But then also like,
it's called quantitative easing.
but like, I mean, that's what happens in some countries like Zimbabwe or like
Yeah.
Argentina or
Or they have the
Venezuela, where they
pennies.
Like $1 trillion bill.
right, they just have like high inflation because they need to keep the inflation up. So their currency is getting devalued so quickly that it just makes it's like hard for people to live because of it. But
Yeah. That's like an extreme version of it though, and that's what everybody thinks would happen.
right, we're really honestly,
Reality.
really all that matters is that everything is. It's kind of like the thing that matters is more your relative position, right?
True.
Yeah.
Like you know, relative to the world, like if relative to the world our currency is like multiplied like a million times, then that's like terrible, obviously. But if everyone has 30% inflation because of fucking corona or whatever, then it's basically the same as there not being any inflation, because it's all just relative.
Man, you guys are gonna fucking roast me, but up until like, I don't know, a couple years ago, maybe like 6-7 years ago, I was a registered Republican.
I mean,
And honestly, it makes sense. You're in like a pretty red state.
We're in a super fucking red state. And it was always came down to be like, oh yeah, the fucking Republican governor will get you more money on your PFD, like blah blah blah. And so like,
well,
yeah. It's not like that I fucking believe their policies or whatever. It's just
I
more
mean,
like,
a lot of people
it
vote.
worked for me.
A lot of people vote like Republican locally,
yes,
and then
it totally made a lot more sense.
and Democrat like federally or something. I mean, that's what a lot of people in New York do anyway.
I just got so fed up. I can't remember which election.
also
it was.
like
2012, I think. So fucking
honestly,
dumb.
like, I mean, now I can say, at the time I was like, oh, they're the worst. But honestly, fucking what's his name, McCain and also Mitt Romney like have shown themselves to be like the more like moderate.
Yeah, well, they have backbones, dude. Like,
But I
At
mean,
the
like the
time, it
Republican,
seemed so
the
insane.
mind. I feel like the mind of the Republican Party back then was like a lot more moderate than now.
Oh,
It's gone
definitely.
like so far.
I mean, yeah, Trump definitely showed them that like they can be like.
Well, the craziest thing is like, I feel like in 2016 when Trump was running, he was like the most like progressive of all the candidates, which is fucked up.
Maybe.
I mean, you had like Ted Cruz and like people like to say like
Jeb Bush.
people like to say, oh, Jeb Bush, because he was like
That one doctor.
because he was presidential, you know, to like,
Yeah.
you know, he's not going to yell racist stuff, but like some of the things he supported were like very conservative, like more conservative. than
Yeah.
Trump. But the thing is, like, Trump also, I feel like he was more like progressive of all those candidates in 2016 during the election, but he's so like flip-floppy, like he doesn't really believe, I feel like Trump doesn't really believe anything, that like he went like even further right over time, because
yeah,
he just like surround himself with like white supremacists and shit.
Literally.
And that's why so many people voted for him. I feel like it's because
Yeah,
he was like
yeah.
not a career politician.
I mean, in 2000, Trump was like advocating for like single payer healthcare and shit. Like, so I mean, he's just kind of been all over, and
Yeah.
I feel like he just lets people. It's like, I mean, this is like what people have said about him too. It's just like whoever has talked to him last is like what he believes. You know what I mean? So
It's like, wow, that's a really good point. But like every time,
It's that with like
he
how
just
far
forgets what the last thing was.
how far can the media like push their ideas out?
what's
know,
funny
people
also,
believe
because
them.
like people are always like crazy about Joe Biden now. I'm like, he hasn't done anything. I'm like, the only thing I can think of that he actually did was like pass that stimulus check, which is something that Trump wanted, and then his own Senate like wouldn't give him. So,
Yeah, because he knew like if he could get it out before the election, the chances would go up. People like, yeah,
Yeah.
more money.
yeah, but they're like, no, we can't do that. And then the Democrats are like, yeah, we'll give you that. It's like,
Clusterfuck.
it's
Well, the big thing he did was pull out. That's the biggest news I heard. Was pulling
Afghanistan.
Out of,
But that's something. But again, that's
Trump
something
had already
Trump.
planned to
That's
do it.
something
He
that
was-
Trump negotiated and planned out. Like he was just
Yeah.
following Trump's plan. Like Trump.
Yeah.
Trump negotiated. Oh, we're gonna pull out by this date, and then Biden pushed it back even further to August, and then.
Here
you
we
know,
are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
but then he got shit for doing it by people that
Yeah.
supported Trump.
Yep.
That's weird.
Yeah, but everyone's like,
Honestly.
he's socialist. I'm like, he's pretty much just did shit that Trump wanted to do so far, in my eyes, anyways. I mean, I guess people are mad about vaccines or whatever bullshit, but like in terms of actual like laws that have passed, like he hasn't done shit really.
There's some like sketchy immigration stuff that's like gone on recently.
Yeah, I feel like that's all over the
It's in the news
place.
today. Yeah, it really is. It really is all over.
It's like
the place.
sometimes it's like he's like hard. It's like on some things with immigration, I feel like he's harder than Trump, and then other things he's like softer. It's
Yeah,
strange.
he like basically wants to like neuter ICE and like be like you can only go after hardened criminals.
Well,
and
he
that's
said
it.
hardened
And then
criminals and people who have like recently come in.
recently entered the country. Yeah, and then on the flip side of that, there's like Title 42 or something like that, where they can just turn away people before they can claim asylum in the country.
Yeah,
And like they're still supporting that, and it's just like, holy shit! Wait, what's
Right.
our immigration policy?
also he's like, I mean, he like closed down borders, and
Yeah,
there was all the things with like the guys on horseback like whipping people. and
yeah,
stuff.
True, that picture's
What?
crazy.
Well, I don't know if he was whipping or if it was just the reins. That's what people said, but who knows? But either way, it's not a great picture. But then,
no,
but like I kind of like he was sending people to get all to make sure to round up those people. So I don't know if I just. I mean, they were rounding them up. They were on horses and shit. But yeah, I don't know. It's
yeah,
weird.
it's very all over the place. Like,
I mean, I kind of understand like if it's just like a grandma who's been here for like 20 years, it's like
yeah, who cares? Yeah, some old person, they're not doing anything.
like if you focus it more, but also like the whole border shit is like don't most people just overstay their visa anyway? Like to me, like
Sure.
that's where they probably like if people actually care, then that's like what they need to think about. Make everyone on vacation in the U.S. wear a leg thing. What's it called?
Ankle monitor.
Ankle monitor.
Their leg thing.
That sounds
Yeah.
terrible.
Yes, make them all wear leggings. Agreed.
What
Yeah.
if everyone quit their jobs on the same day at the same time?
Yeah.
Dude, one person will just not quit to be the
And-
only guy with a job
And he'd have all the money
and get all the money
because of inflation.
Nah,
Or-
Imagine.
he would actually just get
because of
somebody.
inflation.
That's not how.
It's like
Oh,
a power
sorry,
vacuum.
the rest of your coworkers called out, so you have to run.
Do all their
everything.
jobs. Yeah.
That's actually what would happen.
And you'd get like you'd
The
be demoted.
shareholders demand it.
Yeah. It's gonna become the shareholders. That's what kids should grow up and want to be. The shareholder.
A shareholder.
The majority shareholders.
Yep. Yep.
That's a healthy
Yeah,
length.
yeah.
What time we at? What time we at?
Almost.
It's about time to end.
Almost 2
140.
hours.
That's good.
Yeah.
All
I
right.
feel like 130 to 145 is a good time.
On
Like,
that note,
Yeah. On that note, well, it's good. Till next week, boys.
play us off, Henry.
Who's Henry? Which one's
Thanks, Henry.
I don't know.
Henry?